Well, good morning, good morning, good morning. What's up, Jonathan P? We got Jerry in the house. Good to see you this morning. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, you probably caught the tail end of the Finkel conversation. We had a good conversation, and in pencil, tentatively, there will be hopefully a time where Finkel and I, or I'm sorry, well, we call him the Honey Badger over on this channel. The Badger and I might be able to get together and maybe do our own little mukbang, break bread. Um, Maybe go take a tour of the Patent Museum, which really piqued his interest. And who knows, maybe even possibly do an audit on Meade County Jailhouse and, go check out and maybe do a little story on the medical center, the wood shop, and the parts that were allowed to record inside the jail. I think it would be wonderful. And that way we'd have an objective witness and, all right. So let's go. We're going to get into, let me get some audio going here. The new set came out for Omenpaths, and I'm really, really liking it. Now, I'm going to knock out this daily situation here before I switch over to my other account and start doing some drafts. Actually, I'd probably do a draft over here because I do have enough to do a draft. Actually, I have enough technically to do two drafts if I do the pick two format, which I find interesting. I don't know. We'll check it out. Some of you guys are probably going to be like, well, I'm not really interested in that, but I am going to play the Finkel interview because he has a conversation with Killing Time. Well, he starts off by himself, and some of you are going to know what this is about. Others of you probably won't really understand, but this will be an introduction to David Finkel, otherwise known as the Honey Badger. And we'll check this out real quick. I love the fanfare. Cracks me up.
And there's another example of the ethnic kerfluffle. I thought we agreed that Obama was going to introduce us. What was that drum roll? And yeah, all right. I'm still waiting on my legal counsel, who's also my moral and ethics counsel for public safety, to straighten all this shit out. This is just kind of.
Well, actually, let's see. I think let's relax. Let's start off the morning. I'll listen to that. I got a bunch of chores that I need to do as well, but I'll listen to that here in a minute. But let's go ahead and get some music going. I just kind of want to take a deep breath. It was good talking to David Finkel, though. All right, what do we got here? We got Rylex the Accursed. I haven't seen a lot of these cards, so I don't know much about them. And black and green, or black and red. So we might go Rylex the Accursed, Flash Menace. Whenever another non-token creature you control dies, you draw a card and lose one life. Ooh. It could be bad. And then we got New Insumi, Career Criminals. Flying Death Touch. Whenever New Insumi attacks, discard a card, then draw a card for each card you've discarded this turn. I mean, I do like the Cluster. I do like the Death Flame Burst. That's actually pretty good too. But I think I'm going to go with these two here. Let's go ahead and confirm that. I think I'm gonna stay flexible. We got a Shock. It's not a bad card. I'm gonna stay flexible and maybe splash some blue. Menace, when another villain you control enters, the connives. Okay, these are all villains for the most part. But that was a hero. This one is destroy target creature, gain 2 life. That's pretty good. 2 less if you control a villain. Sure. This Dino villain is actually pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and draft this blue card, although I may just stay with red and black. Hope everyone's having a fine morning or across the pond evening. do have my Kofefe. When it enters return of one target. Okay, I do like this card. And then I also do like that. So this kind of stays within my color wheel of, I think Grixis is the color combo. I don't know if I want to be milling my cards too much, but I think I'm going to go with the Tidal Spinner and the Deathflame Burst. And this is a sorcery now. Yeah. Maybe I'll make a lizard deck sometime. So we're definitely rocking some Grixis. Nothing that's got two of any one color in here. So probably going to need some kind of mana fixing if we find any. Something that'll give us like red and black or blue and black or red and blue. Or I don't know. I'm not even sure what mixed lands there are. There we go. Speak of... That one's kind of cool. And... So we got 4. You may look at the top part of your library. You may look at the top card of your library anytime. You may cast spider spells and non-creature spells from the top of your library. Whenever you attack, you may mill a card. Interesting. I guess we'll pick those. Be right back. All right, Jonathan. A lot of legendaries. I think we're going to go with these 2 creatures here. Yikes. Looks like we're not really... Huh. Sure. Oh, wow. All right. Looks like we're getting rewarded. Oh man, I do like this card quite a bit actually. We're gonna do some real good thinking about this. So, you may have Vazin enter as a copy of a creature you control, except his name is Vazin Two-Faced. Oh, interesting. So we got this one, Death Touch, Lifelink, 4/4 for 5 mana. Whenever it attacks until the end of your turn, you may look at the top card of your library. Anytime you may play cards from the top library. If you cast a spell this way, pay life equal to its mana rather than paying its... Okay. Or, okay, here we go. I think we're probably going to pick this one here. So that's a little fight effect. And it's green and red. We'll just use that as red, I think. Yeah, I think we're going to go with that. I do really like this this Clutter Custer. Alright. No one seems to be taking this this card right here. We're going to get another Carlo. And that doesn't really fit, but I think we're probably going to go with the Death Touch. When this creature enters, mill 2 cards. I don't know, man. I just don't know. I don't know if I want a whole bunch of mill effects like that. Or do I want this vision? Yeah. Wonder if there's anything that recurs stuff from the graveyard. I need some 2-drops though. Ooh, what is this? Whenever a non-token creature controlled, Imposter Syndrome. I do love this card, actually. Whenever it enters, draw a card, sacrifice this artifact, mill 4 cards, then put a creature card from among them. Alright, from among them. Alright, I think I'm probably going to go with the Imposter Syndrome. And this Vexed Bot. Flying, whenever villain you control enters, put a +1 card. Ability triggers. That's really, really good. We got a... Not really getting any mana fixing. I guess these 2. So we got Mayhem. Let's say all creatures get -2/-2 in the end of turn. Creatures your opponent control. Let's say if the spell's Mayhem cost was paid, which is you may cast it from your graveyard. Oh. If you discard a card. I didn't realize that. Okay. Man, I'm going to have a lot of these. No one wants that card at all. Nope. You may... So this will be... Okay. I thought I already got one of those. Oh, I must have changed my mind. All right, we need some 2-drops, chat. Like, really bad. There's a 2-drop. I guess. I don't really have a use for that, though. Okay, well, we can use both of those. All right, so we got a rare. Neuron Hacker. Whenever you draw your first or second card each turn, put an Ingenuity counter on Metro. You may cast an artifact spell from your hand with amount of it less than or equal to the number. Okay. I could see why no one's really picking that. I really do need 2-drops, though. Ooh, let's see. Menace, in addition to its other types, you may cast this card from your graveyard just by discarding a card in addition to paying its other cost. Huh. And then we have this. Huh. I mean, this one's got a pretty high rank right here. No one seems to be using it. Oh, that's cool. This will fit my color scheme. Storm Spinner. You can't cast it on those those different turns. It's fair enough. And I do like this card as well. But it is a 5-drop. Here we go. We got a nice little 2-drop here with lifelink, but I really do like this. It's got flash too. I think we got to go with... Sorry, guys, if I'm not being super chatty here. I'm trying to read these cards and figure out what I want to play. This might not be a bad one. Well, yeah, we'll grab that. All right. And I really do like this card as well. The Gift of Malice. And we do have a knife trick, but I think I'm going to go with Remorseless Coup. Put target creature on the bottom of its owner's library. You lose 2 life unless you control a villain. Yeah. And then this... Oh, shoot. I probably should have read that one quickly. There's a knife trick. I think I'm probably going to go with that. Whenever this creature attacks, it connives. This is a nice little combat trick. Oh, no. I was going to grab... I think we'll grab these two. Huh. Guess we'll grab that. We need some 4-drops. Yeah, it definitely needs some 4-drops to balance out my mana curve a little bit. All right, chat. I don't know how this is going to go, but... So I'm at 56 of 40. And, I mean, I do have 5 of these. The Death Touch, 2/3 Death Touch for 3, which is something that your opponent's probably not going to want to block. And even if he chumps it, it's still going to stay alive. So I'm thinking... Am I going red at all? What am I doing? Maybe I'm not doing any red at all, chat. Maybe I'm not doing red at all. Although I have this. I don't know if that's worth it. So if I were to go blue-black, no red. Beginning your end step, if you play the land or cast a spell this turn from anywhere other than your hand, it deals damage equal to its power to any target. Huh. When this creature attacks, mill a card. I don't know that I want. It's got flying and vigilance. 2 mana. Maybe not that. Let's see how many creatures I have. I got 21 creatures. Okay. Enchanted creature has +1/+1 and menace. And you may cast this card from your graveyard by discarding a card in addition to When you look at the top card of your library, anytime you may cast Spider Spell. 6 mana for 4/4. Whenever a non-token creature you control deals combat damage to a player, create a token that's a copy of it, except it isn't legendary. I got some thinking to do, chat. That's flying. You may have it covered as a copy. I do like the vexing bots. This could be a good way to get cards back from the graveyard. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe not that. I know it's a super early morning, chat. It's a super early morning. And these are legendaries, so I don't know if I want a 4/4 for 6. You may look at the top card of your library anytime. You may cast spider spells. That's a spider. How many spiders do I have? I only have 2 spiders. I don't. Kind of low key don't know if that's a keeper. I think I got so many mill effects already. Whenever another villain you control enters, it connives. Conniving means you have a creature connive, draw a card, then discard a card. If you discard a non-land card, put a +1/+1 I mean, this. Pardon me. When it enters, return up to 1 target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. Okay, it's a little bounce effect there. It's legendary. That's kind of a bummer, but. So it can board clear. And most of these would survive the -2/-2. This wouldn't. Creature at the bottom of its owner's library. This got menace and flash. Whenever another non-token creature you control dies, you draw a card and lose 1 life. This creature dies, create a... What are you doing, Finny? Griffin Finn. Flying Death Touch. Whenever it attacks, discard a card. Then you draw a card for each card you've discarded this turn. That could be pretty good, but I feel like if I'm playing like kind of like a mill deck, that I need more cards in here. Right? I got 2 knife tricks. That's 3 damage. That's removal. And that could be black, so that's got to go in, right? That would have been silly for me to have taken that removal out of my deck. And I don't really have any fixing, mana fixing. Or Finny Fin. Double strike, vigilance. At the beginning of your end step, if you played a land or cast a spell this turn from anywhere other than your hand, Aurora deals damage equal to its target. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with this. I'm gonna add. I think we're gonna go 47. Like I need some 4 drops though. I just feel like I need some extra cards because I'm gonna be doing a lot of milling here. Might be making a kind of a bit of a mistake here. So this is 19. Yeah, let's try this. All right, guys. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Don't do this. It's probably a giant mistake. For those of you that play Magic a lot, you're probably going, no, why would you do that? Well, there's a lot of mill effects. So I'm wondering if having a larger than 40 card deck is actually smart. All right, looks like already we're gonna. Well, we got mostly. Usually, I don't like to keep a two mana hand to start out with, but we do have a draw here, and we can cast. Oof, mulligan it. Oh, you gotta be kidding me! All right, we're gonna keep it. Yikes! Where are my islands, chat? Back to back 2 mana hands. Maybe I have to add 1 more land or something. 20 lands for a 49 card deck. That seems a little extreme. This is a sorcery, so it doesn't even have an instant effect there. Actually, you know what? I kind of want to hear. This is a new set, so this looks like new. Maybe it's got new music. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, it's got like a spider theme to it, like a creepy. Yeah. I think we're gonna go with a 2/2. We're gonna get some damage on board here, chat. We did a pick 2 draft, which is interesting. I don't know how you guys do. You guys like the pick 2 draft? Asking for a friend. I do like this card, by the way. Find it to be an interesting card. I think we're gonna remove it. All right. Deny the extra life gain. Go ahead and swing for 2. Get an early lead here. And this is gonna really clear the way right here, chat. He got all the lifelink, chat. All the lifelink. So you may discard a card. If you do, put a +1/+1 counter on it. All right, you chose not to discard a card. I think we're gonna go ahead and swing. See what happens. He's contemplating. He's like, do I give him the treasure token? Is he hurting from mana? Oh, he's thinking, chat. He's thinking real hard. Opponent, Appa is thinking really hard, chat. Oh, I got to get my cheesy puff. I got to get my collection of cheesy puffs reestablished here. Maybe we'll go out tonight. Got to restock cheesy puffs. Guys, if you're in here watching and you're not some weird, creepy, subversive type, just say hi in the chat. Leave a comment, like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you never miss a stream. Don't be a subversive. Say hello. Yap some more. Leave a comment. Make a new friend. Don't be a subversive, chat. You know what I'm saying? Don't be subversive. All right. Opponent's doing some big time thinking. Uh-oh. Did he lose connection? No. He's touching all his cards and stuff. Okay. Fair enough. Man, having that would have been... Actually, I can cast this from the grave, can I? Mayhem? Let's see. So this was... All creatures get -2 until the end of turn. If the Mayhem cross creatures your opponent controls get -2 until the end of turn instead. Yeah, I think I'm going to pay for it. Can I do the Mayhem? May cast this card from your graveyard for 3. How come it's not a option? Wait. Oh, he's got... That's a 4/3 now. Son of a biscuit. That saddle's actually pretty good, it looks like. Okay. Alright. We'll do this. Okay. And... people say no attack. Hey, Miss Anya. How you doing? Good morning to you. Hope you're doing well today. Good to see you. Good to see you. Actually, this kind of reminds me I should check my email to see if I've had any resolution on the old copyright strike that Numbnuts put against my account. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay. Holy crap. Wow. So, yeah, yesterday when Waffle Salter did a buy me a coffee, he bought me 100 coffees, chat. And they're like $5 each. Thank you, Waffle Salter. Thank you very much. Let's try this, see what happens. I have a feeling that... I got a feeling... Woo. Yeah, I'm going to need it. Trust me, I'm definitely going to need it. Yeah. Took a dent out of my wallet paying for my attorney. Definitely going to need it. I greatly appreciate that. Let's see. What do we have in here? It says Mayhem. You may cast this spell from your graveyard for if you discard... Oh, if you discarded it this turn. Oh. Okay. Oh, got it. Yeah, I'm not a fan of this mayhem thing. I probably won't do mayhem much anymore. I'm like, why can't I cast it from my graveyard? I think we're gonna do this. We'll go ahead and discard that. And go ahead and swing for 3. Yeah, let's go ahead and do this. Okay. So I can exile this card from your graveyard, put a +1/+1 on a target creature against flying until the end of turn. Okay. Fair enough. That's actually a pretty good card, too. Gives you a reason to play multiple copies of legendaries. I don't know what this means. I don't know what this looks like, chat, but okay. I'm okay with that. Okay. So Death Touch, exile this card from your graveyard. All right. Nice 4/5 body. I do like this card. And then I can sacrifice this artifact mill, or I don't really want to do that though. Yeah, let's go ahead and swing. All right, guys, we're at 10. Oppo's at 22. Yeah. Got a bit of an uphill slog ahead of us here, guys. A little climb. Massa relax. My opponent. All right. Okay. I do have a 4/5 Death Touch, which is pretty cool. So it's a nice little body with Death Touch. Actually, most of my deck seems to be. Ooh. Whenever a non-token creature you control deals combat damage, that's pretty cool. We're going to do this. Let's auto-pay that. Alright, let's go ahead and swing. If he's got a double block, and I get to kill both of his creatures. So, I like that. There we go. And they both die. Yep. And then I can bring this back again by discarding a card. So I'll wait till I have a land. And that'll give it menace. Actually, I think aggressive symbiosis is yep, there we go. Let's do this. Go ahead and discard that. Right. So that'd be 5. Go ahead and swing. Because this will allow me to create a token that's a copy of it, except it isn't legendary. Cool. So now I get another one of these as a token, right? Oh, this is gonna get pretty awesome here, chat. Yep. All right, I'm liking this. I'm liking this synergy. 10 to 17. Oppo's got a 2-drop. Looks like he's really struggling for mana here. That's good. I'm glad he's struggling. I'll take all the help I can get right now. All right. So I can basically just make endless copies of this. That's pretty gross, man. That is just so gross. We were finding new ways to use cards in exciting ways. When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's amore. La da 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 dee, la da 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 do, la da 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 da, amore. All right, I think my opponent is losing Hope. Losing hope. Losing his will to resist. Vinny, I love you, buddy. Got my little Yorkie hanging out at my feet, keeping my feet warm. I got like a little dog bed, thing for him to lay on, like between my, that I put my feet on. And then he just lays in there and kind of keeps my feet warm. He's such a good boy. I love my little Yorkie. Technically, it was my gift for my birthday last year. 2 years ago. Wow. Wow, time flies, guys. Wow, I think he is 2 years old. That's crazy. But he really latched on to my wife big time. Or what do they call it? Imprinted. All right. I think we do. I think we'll do this. I think we'll just go ahead and attack. We can't block the 6/7. And that's going to make another... Oh, what a good combo that is, though. Death touches and aggressive symbiosis. That card is very underrated, in my opinion. Very, very underrated. That thing's going to get ranked a lot higher. Sorry if this is boring, guys. I'm going to... You know what? I'm going to play something in the background here. Let's see. Who's live? Yep. Oh, looks like Sage is live.
Together and a whole bunch of other stuff. But that being said, that's a different show, different thing. I want to do a special broadcast today. So on Wednesday nights, I do a show on Mark the Mentor. Mark the Mentor is, I
kind of my thing with him. Now since you told me 20 something, I kind of understand something. At the end of the day, yeah. So I thought you was 30 something. He told me he was 28 or some shit like that.
No, I'm 33. I'm 33.
All right.
But yeah, so I mean, I guess even something like, to like that degree, when you say like, it says something about, like a driver said he want to be a boss, he don't want to drive, but he's still working in the truck to this day because he has a cocky attitude. I don't think that applies to me at all because, I'm not still in the truck, but kind of to.
Well, I'm going to question that a little bit in a minute.
That statement as far as, and I think you would say a little bit more even after that, but kind of what you said to that statement in the sense of like, I'm a boss or like, I don't work. When I say I don't work, like if you follow me, even in my journey, I went from owner operator to scaling in the truck, having drivers. I went back to getting back in the truck. I went to driving on the road with my drivers, 2 trucks on the road. Okay. I'm driving myself. I'm sleeping in the truck. My whole journey has been me in the truck, out the truck. Because whenever you're scaling a business, a lot of times you don't even know how to scale, right? You learn how to scale from your losses or from your mistakes.
Absolutely.
So like if you never scale from 1 to 2 or 2 to 3 or 3 to 4, that's a different operational system. So you've been owner operator is a different.
Again, I'm not looking this from the point of an owner operator, of a carrier, of a truck driver, of a trucking company. I'm looking at this from the point of a logistics provider, and I'm going to explain that in a minute.
It's a different business model than you having 3 trucks. And there's a different business model of you having 7 trucks. Are you doing OTR? Are you doing contract? So when I say I don't work, it's more so like I don't drive. So like when he's asking me these questions about where is this at, where is this? Or it was more so like, I just got in a truck yesterday. Like, I haven't been, because when Kurt said something like, DOT know when you be bullshitting a little bit. Like, they know when you running game or something like that. And that's how it comes across, right? Like, oh, I just flew in on Saturday. I'm taking the truck to go here. I'm taking the truck to go there. My whole motto was, I don't work. I'm not really in the truck, so like.
Oh, God. Yeah, I can't do it. It's kind of hurting my ears. Let's do some Fleckus talks. All right, Fleckus. I got a couple episodes I need to catch up on anyway. Let's go videos. Well, technically, I got quite a few to catch up on.
Apologized. All of us on both sides of the aisle should treat each other with respect and decency, even if we disagree on politics. Charlie did that every day, blah, 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 blah.
Giving him points.
So thank you to Stephen King, who lied about Charlie Kirk's beliefs in order to justify his assassination and only apologized so he doesn't get sued.
Yeah.
Thanks, Stephen King.
Yeah, thank you, Stephen King, who doesn't get sued because he has like a mass fortune from selling millions and millions of books, and he wants to protect that.
That made me so mad. Ted Cruz, and then both sides. And
going out of your way to thank Stephen King when he showed the worst instincts you've ever seen in your entire life.
And he's lied about us the entire time. He's never gotten anything correct. And then he only tries to avoid getting sued. Thank you, Stephen King, for correcting that. It's time for both sides to come together.
Yeah.
What are you fucking talking about? Both sides, when Republicans say that really pissed me off. And then when people on the left who are not political, who are trying to post about Charlie, and they would say, well, I don't agree with everything he said, but no one should get shot.
That little hedging sentence at the beginning?
Pussy.
Yeah.
Pussy. Tony P did that.
Oh, you... I don't even want to say.
Don't get me started. But I don't agree with everything you said, but no one should get shot dead in front of their family. You fucking pussy.
Anyway, here's my salmon for tonight, baked with no oil.
Yeah, real fucking dumb shit.
Real squid.
Real squid. And then Cernovich had another good tweet.
Well, this is about the righteous indignation, which we discussed in Bonus Land probably, but college kids protested Israel and were labeled Hamas. Congressional Republicans demand action. They pulled funding from universities and deported people. Charlie Kirk gets murdered, and now those same Republicans are demanding that we seek unity with his killers.
Completely bullshit. And then Tim Sheehy, I don't even know this guy. He's from Montana. He's a senator.
Yeah.
Can you read that, what the article said and then what he said?
Senator Tim Sheehy, with the events of this September 11th, it's time to heal. And then he said, let's rediscover the love and respect that we should have for those with whom we share a flag and a nation. One day, instead of fighting each other, we may have to fight for each other again. My message in the Bozeman Chronicle, it's time to heal, and now is the perfect time to start.
What up, U-Haul?
Charlie Kirk's murdered.
Good to see you, brother.
That's when he's fucking getting into it.
Absolutely.
Hope you're staying
bullshit.
safe on the
And
roads.
I think this whole
Hope you're staying safe on the roads, U-Haul. Good to see you. Good to see you. Who else is still in here right now? It says we got 4 people. I know one of them is me on my other account saying, hey y'all. Right there. Yapping and yapping some more. Yeah. Let's see who else is. I've got to do a little roll call. I want to see where my subversives at. Yo, where you bees at?
boomer pro-Israel conservatism is done.
Yeah.
It's done. Ted Cruz trying to be relevant. Ted Cruz had a weird tweet like hours after Charlie was killed. He was like, our friends in Israel, Charlie Kirk, something, something, something. Weird boomer Israel shit is done.
Yeah.
All right. Our last clip is Riley Gaines, who I'm sure is a nice girl. I don't know anything about. I know about her, but I don't know her. But here's her idea for what the punishment for Charlie's assassin.
So they got the guy, Charlie Kirk's assassin, which Governor Cox of Utah has already said they will try the death penalty. Utah still has the firing squad, by the way, but I believe this is the easy way out. I think ultimately this is what the shooter would want, because at the end of the day, I think this is someone who was willing to lose his life if it meant he got to prematurely end Charlie's. I believe his punishment should be locked away in a jail cell for the rest of his miserable, cowardly life, where he is forced to listen to reruns of Charlie's debates, campus events, podcasts, radio shows, etc., etc., etc. 24.
I'm sure she's a nice girl, but this isn't the way. A swift trial and public execution is the way, not making the killer listen to Charlie's YouTube channel.
Yeah, I'm going to stay out. You know,
Stay out.
One of those, if you can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all. He needs to die. He needs to be dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, make him listen to his YouTube.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I messed up.
And it's like a girl who's like trying to be involved and has an idea. And it's like stupid.
Yeah.
All
Step
right.
aside.
Let's get into the weird stuff surrounding Charlie's assassination. First, we mentioned this in the last episode. Rabbi Shmuley immediately launched a crowdfunder for his security. Charlie Kirk was shot. Please support Rabbi Shmuley in staying safe.
Yeah,
and he
that
was
guy's
requesting
disgusting.
$500,000, and he only raised $761.
That sounds about right.
Pathetic.
Yeah.
And he'll take it, though.
He'll fucking take it.
Oh, yeah, he'll take it.
Like, look at his thumb, like counting
That's a
through the
fact.
money.
He's going to put it in my checking account.
Rabbi Shmuley is becoming a very hated type.
Another weird thing, Bill Ackman, who's like a billionaire, anti-Trump billionaire, pro-Israel, right?
He's come around a little bit, but yes.
It's like a certain type of establishment Republican.
Yeah.
He's paying the killer's dad $1 million.
Yeah, because he offered a reward, right, as it
Yeah.
was happening. So Bill Ackman said a number of people have reached out and or posted expressing concern that Tyler Robinson's father may collect a $1.2 million reward for turning in his son. First, in order for rewards to be effective in finding criminals, the rewards need to be paid
Hey,
even if
what's
the
up, Billy?
recipient is a crook or worse. That said, in this case, if Tyler's father is found to have been involved or otherwise acted negligently in contributing to Charlie's death, civil litigation or criminal prosecution will reverse any unjust compensation. I have also seen reports which suggest that Tyler's family intends to waive its right to any reward. So yes, we will pay the reward if it is earned to whomever the FBI indicates provided the information that led to the arrest. I always keep
Working
my
the
word.
day away.
So he
You're on one of your breaks. You're going home soon, right? Like about another 4 or 5 hours. Yeah. It's been a hard day's night. What's up, Giggles? Good to see you, Giggles. I had a good conversation with Finkel this morning. He's on both Shadow Finkel and the other channel. His mom woke up, so he's having a nice visit with his mom. And I kind of love the fact that his mom woke up and he said, my mom's up, so I'm going to end the stream and I'm going to go spend some time with my mom. And it's an important thing for us to all hug. Should all hug the ones you love. Should all hug the ones you love. Nothing's promised. You never know how long people are going to be around. You know, so you always got to pay attention. You always got to hug them, tell them you love them.
explains it, but Bill Ackman's paying $1 million to the dad of the shooter.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah,
And that's
Really
it's,
weird.
sus.
it's one of those things where, wait, what do you mean? Why? And then, but
Wow,
'cause he turns him
Giggles.
in.
Wow, that's amazing. That really is amazing. What are we doing here? Oh, goodness. Yeah, that's a problem. That's a problem.
But he's giving the shooter's dad $1 million.
It's weird.
Yeah, I totally. And then if you look at it cross-eyed a little bit, you could say, oh, this was planned or something. You do it, and then you get $1 million. Your dad's going to get $1 million, buddy.
And then your dad gets rid of your weird trans son.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to win
All right,
this one,
let's get to our
chat.
next thing of weird things. Right after the shooting, someone from, I don't know where, maybe it's Turning Point, maybe it's a security team, immediately disables this camera. So this is like minutes after, everyone's cleared out. Charlie's put it in the SUV.
Team is here. I just heard them say the active shooter.
And this is an active crime scene, and that's the camera shot that should have everything, right? That's the back shot. And the guy's taking the camera down and putting it in a backpack?
Yeah. He is.
So that's weird,
That's factually true. He is doing that.
which is like not what you do.
Yeah.
You would know not to touch an active crime scene if something horrible happened.
Yeah,
You
probably.
wouldn't go, oh shit, let me take his phone.
Yeah. Well, if you're the camera guy.
Yep. Do you know that? Actually, do you guys know that Charlie Kirk had announced that there was going to be basically a Doge-like audit? Did y'all know that? That he was going to do, because a bunch of money was just going all over the place and disappearing, and they couldn't really account for it. I got to block that with that. Okay. Not looking good for the home team chat. We got that. Got that. Might as well attack, right? Might as well kill something. Yeah, apparently, just like when the Pentagon, just like when the Pentagon misplaced or couldn't account for like what $2 or $3 trillion back right before allegedly some planes flew into some allegedly really tall things, and some weird tower that didn't have anything bang into it fell down on its own mysteriously, with somebody having a lot of IST insurance on the entire infrastructure. And apparently where they were doing the accounting in the Pentagon got allegedly flown into by another plane, but yet one of the most surveilled places in America with cameras all around it. The Pentagon security only caught like a real blurb of something flying past the gate of all things. Yeah, I don't listen, guys. I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but I did stay at a Holiday Inn last night. Just saying.
That's the only instance where I could think maybe it gets a little weird. You're personally responsible for the
But if you're the camera guy, you know that you're evidence guy now. You're not camera guy, you're evidence guy.
I get it. Yeah.
And another weird thing that happened, Kash Patel said that there was a note that the assassin left that said, "I'm going to get Charlie Kirk tomorrow," but the note was destroyed. But that's what it said.
Interesting. I didn't even hear that one.
Yeah, that was on the news. He said, "Oh, there was a note. It was destroyed."
And by the way, this episode's from about a week ago, almost a week and a half ago, so it's a little bit behind. So as we watch the next two episodes, we'll get caught up.
Destroyed, but it said, "I'm going to get Charlie Kirk tomorrow," but it was destroyed. A little weird.
Yeah.
And this,
by who?
I don't know.
Destroyed by who?
I don't know. And then this next clip, it's going to get a little conspiratorial, guys, but in a high-profile situation like this, it happened with the Trump shooting at Butler. You're allowed to ask questions. I'm not going to present to you bullshit. Like, I've already gone through a lot of theories, and I'm still digging on theories, and I'm sure you guys have theories too, and I'm digging on those theories as well, believe me. But I'm never going to present something that's just like complete bullshit that doesn't really seem like there could be something to it. This next clip is very interesting.
Keep your eye on this space here where the red circle is as the next clip plays. To me, I first seen this and thought straight away, holy shit, that is the bullet. It matches the exit wound. It also matches the shirt puffing up and the angle of the entry and exit. I needed another angle just to see if this was actually fact, trying to get as much info as I could before I posted anything. And in that video, you can see the same, what appears to be the bullet coming down, and it does line up with the actual gunshot itself.
So you're not counting gang violence. Great.
So you can pause it there. So there's a muzzle flash from the side building.
From a different angle from over his right shoulder.
But that matched the...
Jonathan P. says, have a good day, everyone. I have to go read the Bible and say a prayer. Amen. Hallelujah. Hope you are going to be in good health, Jonathan. I hope your stomach issues are gone away, that you are healed by the stripes of Jesus, all 31 stripes, that we were bruised for he was bruised for our iniquity, he was battered for our transgressions, and that we have been healed if we just walk out that healing. Amen. Amen.
Thing in the air that could have been the bullet, and there was a muzzle flash that perfectly lined up with the shot, which is weird. And keep in mind, in Butler as well, I think we spoke about this on the show, the shooter was on the roof. There was also a weird muzzle flash from the building right below the shooter. So I'm not going to get too into, was there another shooter? Was it a different angle? But you see that. There's like a floating thing that perfectly lines up as a bullet, and then you also have a muzzle flash at the exact same time from the side. Yeah. Very strange stuff, worth looking into. And then we have a flying orb that was seen right after. This was weird as well. So that's right after the shooting. It's some sort of drone.
Yeah, I mean, but wouldn't there just maybe be a drone?
Maybe.
Isn't that what college kids kind of, I got a drone.
But that's a fast-moving drone.
Yeah.
That looks like a military drone.
Oh, you're a big drone expert guy?
A little bit.
No, that doesn't sound too confident. All right.
And then our final clip of weird stuff, we have Ben Shapiro, who's saying he's going to pick up the torch.
No, listen, gang. No, listen, gang. Listen, my wife's a doctor, gang. Jesus was a criminal who got crucified for trying to lead a rebellion against the Roman Empire at the time. Gang. No, gang. My wife's a doctor, gang.
I saw a lot of rumors online today. I was made aware of this by my team that I canceled some sort of college tour. That's bullshit. I saw those rumors. They are false.
No, gang. I'm gonna go twice as hard because I've got nothing to fear because Israel doesn't want to take me out, gang.
I will be coming to college camp
because my wife's a doctor, gang.
Many of them this year. So will we all, I am sure, because we're Americans and we're not going to be deterred. Charlie's voice
Praise the Lord, hallelujah, Jonathan P.
We're going to pick up that bloodstained microphone where Charlie left it.
Wow.
And to those who would intimidate.
Wow, what a disgusting thing to say. Yeah, I'm sure that little place surrounded by Islamicists all over the Middle East, that's not an Islamic country, had nothing to do with what happened to Charlie Kirk.
Who would seek to stop us, who would seek to end free discussion, who believe that they have ownership over public spaces.
You get it.
We get it.
Yeah.
But it makes it seem like, and there was other tweets that went along with this, that Ben Shapiro is going to step into the shoes and take over where Charlie left off and become like a college speaker. And I just want to say, like, if he wants to go do stuff, go do stuff. But Charlie Kirk being a Christian, that was a huge part of the foundation of everything he did with Turning Point. We need a Christian if there's going to...
Yeah, we don't need someone that hates Jesus or calls Jesus a common thug or criminal and a rebel. Yeah, we need someone that's going to pick up that believes Christ is king, and not ironically, but legitimately believes that. That's what we need. I agree.
Going to be someone who takes over and continues the mission. It has to be a Christian. We don't need a Jewish person doing it.
Yeah, especially in these days with so much of the dual loyalty stuff, and
we
how
know
much Israel is becoming a wedge issue. It's like, let's just stick to some Christianity. Turning Point is a Christian organization, right?
Turning Point is a Christian organization. Ben Shapiro believes Jesus is burning in hell in excrement. Let's not make him in charge, and now the new head of the youth conservative movement is a Jewish person who's going to be pro-Israel. You can miss me with that.
Yeah, miss me with that shit. And Ben Shapiro, his eyebrows are getting disorderly.
Are they?
They're thick.
Yeah, his eyebrows are like, they turn into giant caterpillars, man. It's pretty crazy. My goodness, man. What in the world? I think we got to kill that, right? Right? Am I right? Am I right? Oh, goodness.
Yeah, not good.
Are they growing?
Yeah, they are.
Any assessment on that?
No assessment.
All right. Just the important assessments. The drone and the second shooter.
Well,
no eyebrow.
Hey, I'm digging, and I know there's theories, and I've seen every single one, and I'm digging, and I'm taking them all seriously. But right now,
I'm not sure we're really digging this mayhem thing at all.
Presented to us is there's a trans adjacent shooter leftist freak. That's what we're presenting to you. But Fleckus is cooking. Rat Boy is cooking adjacent.
No,
you're watching me.
I think it's a trans freak radicalized in esoteric internet communities who is so sympathetic to the little whinings of his twink boyfriend who's on estrogen, and they all reassure each other that they're on the right path, and the porn they jerk off to is the best stuff.
Wow, I went from 11 people watching down to 1. Now we're up to 3, chat. That's kind of weird, isn't it? That's so weird. It's almost like they're trying to not let people hear what's going on.
And they couldn't stand that someone doesn't reaffirm and believe in their stupid fucking identity. And it got to the point where, well, I know how to shoot and I have guns and I'm going to kill Charlie Kirk because I'm a fucking worthless idiot. And the kid wasn't even an idiot. He just got steered. He got steered down some real retard shit.
So we're gonna be looking into it. I'm gonna be looking into it. MK Ultra mind control.
I'm really looking forward to what kind of messages were sent back and forth in this group, and what kind of communities they were in, and what beliefs those communities have. You know.
Yep. And
and there's a lot of people who are nuking their social media account. Democratic Socialists of Salt Lake City. You know, people are wiping their profiles. They don't want anything to do with this. They know that there's some they know there's some overlap with these people. You know, it's not like we're talking about a big millions or thousands of people group. This is like the young kids. They all overlap with each other and interact, or in some of the same groups.
Yeah.
And they're cleaning their own house. They're protecting their own asses.
Yep. And our last piece of the Charlie Kirk assassination update is a piece of news.
I think with this set, definitely red green is really powerful, chat. It's like very, very powerful in my opinion. Yeah, I think red-green's the way to go, honestly. I'm not really feeling any... I mean, red-green spiders is insanely powerful. What are we going to do here? Beginning of combat. I think we got to do that. Now I'm dead. So we just say good game. Fair enough. All right.
From the last few weeks,
Lessons
in
learned.
Germany, the right-wing candidates in their political elections that are coming up, 6 of them now have been assassinated.
Yeah. Alternative for Germany, AfD candidates died suddenly and unexpectedly right before a key state election.
And it's up to 6. It was 4, and now it's 6.
4 AfD candidates died within 2 weeks during the NRW local elections.
And it might be even 7.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
And then one last thing to close out this entire section. There is something to consider. There was a closed Hamptons meeting a month.
All right, chat. I'm going to pause this so that way I can focus here. I'm going to focus on my draft here. For some of you might be here to actually watch the draft, so I do apologize for those that are kind of more interested in listening to Fleckus. But I do want to be able to focus here. All right. Let's see. Detect intrusion. End web. Counter target instant sorcery spell or triggered ability. Not a big fan of that. And we got... Top 5 cards in your library. We got the white card here. Sarm, the Silken... Now I do kind of enjoy. That's a legendary. Okay. Red white. I think we'll try a red white for now. Actually, hold on. Let's see. When this artifact exile the top 2 cards of your library till the end of the turn. I do like this card. I do kind of enjoy this card, so I'm gonna actually, you know what? I think I'm gonna go with this and this. Yep. 3 film counters. Copy target activated. This is actually a pretty good card. This one's an it looks like an anti-spider. We got a shock. That's not bad. This card actually is pretty good when you, especially if you got some white. Whenever you got like something that'll trigger. This isn't a bad card either. So I think I'm gonna go with that and that. And we do have some green that we can splash in here. I don't know that I want to go blue. The beginning of combat on your turn, target non-equipment creature you control becomes an artifact creature. Beginning. Do have an expanse. Go with that. We might be splashing some green here. Draw a card. Okay. Versus so we got another relic. That one got passed. Looks like that one made it all the way around. And here we go. There's a shroud. Although this perfect pastry is interesting. We're gonna scout the city, and I guess we'll do this and this. May not be going red. Well. We'll see. All right, looks like most of my colors are kind of wide open. This is a very good card. Whenever you attack with 2 or more spiders, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. Whenever it deals 4 or more damage, picks up the top. Okay. And then we have another. When it enters, put a +1 on another target creature. Whenever it attacks, modify creatures control gain lifelink for the turn. That's pretty big. Or red-green. Yikes. I do like the white. I think we're going to go with these two here. Oh, looks like we're getting Saga deals damage equal to okay. And a sudden strike, destroy target attacking or blocking creature. There's some good removal. I do like the Vine Wove Chariot though. That's actually a pretty good card. But I think we're gonna go with the sudden strike. So look like the signal is green and white seems to be wide open. Now I'm splashing some red. It looks like. So right now we're at 18 cards. We got 9 creatures. So and we got 1 land. So technically 17. That may not be making the deck. Right now, that might not be making the deck. Bring down, destroy target creature with flying, or mill 3 cards, and you may put a permanent card among them into your hand, gain 3 life. It's not horrible, but maybe we don't need that quite yet. Let's see. Add 1 mana of any color. Target legendary creature gains menace until the end of the turn. Okay, that could be interesting. Okay, well, if I get that. Oh, no, yeah, we're definitely going to go that and that. We're definitely going to go Perilous Lunge. Because that's a fight effect in that one. And then that's going to bring the Recorder back in. All right, we got another green-white. And this one's not bad either. Sacrifice it, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature, draw a card, activate as a sorcery. Alright, yeah, I think we're gonna go with this and this here. Alright, I don't mind this card here. This card's actually a pretty good card. I think I'm gonna do some mana fixing here with the Savage Mansion and the Favored Fighter. There we go. Let's see, Skittering Kitten, or I think I'm gonna go with these two here. Seems like nobody likes this Skittering Kitten at all, man. Alright, the Augmenter. And we got a fight effect here. That fits my deck nicely, actually. So we're definitely going to be grabbing that. And there's another Knife Trick. So that's another removal. Probably should grab that, but I think I'm going to grab this one. Just because I definitely want to have it for my collection. I know. This one might be a better choice too to help mana fix, but you know, I definitely want to get this Augmenter. I'll go ahead and remove that. Oh, here we go. Got another Sarn. All right. A little combat trick there. We got a little fight effect here, Perilous Lunge again. I think we're going to go with that. Yeah. I think we're going to go with that, chat. Brett. All It's a nice little 2-drop. It's not bad. Actually, I might be picking that one here. So during your turn, it has flying. Whenever it enters, search your library for horror card. And then we have... Oh, dang it. I should have picked faster. My bad. Got another one of those. Ooh. This card's actually pretty good. I think I'm going to go with that and that. This and this, maybe. Trample whenever you cast a spell. Oh, wait. Yeah. Oh, gosh. There we go. Yeah. We're going to do mana fixing. Slow down. Okay, yep. Let's get that. Sure. All right. So let's put this deck together, and while I'm thinking about this, we'll go back to Fleckus Talks.
A month or so ago, the gay black guy from PragerU was there. A few other the influencers. Charlie was there. Bill Ackman was there, and they were trying to rein Charlie in and kind of like, hey, you got to be pro-Israel. They offered him a bunch of money, which he turned down, and they were really, really pressuring him to do some pro-Israel stuff. And he was not having it. He said it didn't align with Turning Point. He didn't want to keep focusing on it. The youth doesn't really care about it. And they were very upset about that.
Interesting.
Something to keep in mind. All right, let's move on to our migrant section. First, we have Islam taking over Texas. This happened in Houston. So there's a protest here about certain stores offering like alcohol and pork and what they consider haram.
And not violate the religion of Islam by selling and distributing products that are against the religion, because we should
What up, Yoda Attacks? Man, I hope you've been doing okay. I really do. It's always good. I'm always happy to see you in the chat.
Should hate what Allah hates. This is what we're here.
And by the way, thank you very much for your support. I know I've been a little distracted of late. Lots of stuff on my mind, going kind of north and south with my head here. But I really do appreciate all the wonderful support you've been giving my channel. And it means a lot to me, Yoda.
Here for, and little by little, one by one, we're going to be visiting all of the stores in the neighborhood, particularly the inner city neighborhoods where the religion of Islam is ignored.
So they're mad that they're selling products that go against Islam. And then here's what it looks like when they confront the store owners.
Assalamualaikum. Assalamualaikum. Mashallah. Alhamdulillah. Assalamualaikum. Muslim, right? Mashallah. You know, as a merchant, you have every legal right to sell whatever you want. But as a Muslim, I have a responsibility to tell you, to educate the people and let them know that as a Muslim, you shouldn't sell haram. That the alcohol, the pork, the gambling is all against Islam. And so I'm just letting you know ahead of time, in about 30 days, we're going to start doing demonstrations around the city. The Muslims that have businesses with haram in it will let the people know that we have to teach the people the best. The Muslims have the best. So let the owners know you should begin to change the inventory, or we're just going to demonstrate. We can't stop you. You have a right to do it, but we have to give the da'wah to let the people know the truth about Islam.
So that's what it looks like. They're trying to change the stores and what they sell because it goes against Islam. And this next example, this is, I believe, is in Dallas. There's a 112-year-old Minneapolis. There's a 112-year-old bar called Palmer's, and that's being shut down because of the Muslims.
And I'm here to make sure Palmer's does not go away. Palmer's Bar.
What's going on with Palmer's?
You should Google that shit. There's a signed purchase agreement with the mosque. Here, let's cross the street. I'll take you on a tour.
I'm a 12-year-old dive bar that's kind of been the heart of the damn city for a while.
They see them as something that's bad because people drink there and men and women can sit together and have a nice time and make out, dance. Mm-hmm. It's all forbidden.
So a 112-year-old bar, staple in the town, is getting pressured to close down because men and women mingle there and they drink and they have a nice time.
Yeah, so they're basically being forced into selling to the mosque that's right there that came out of nowhere. mosque probably less than 5 years old, and then the 112-year-old bar, staple of Americana. 112-year-old bar, what does that mean? It was like it survived prohibition.
Yeah.
It survived the entire time, and now some Muslims are telling you can't do it. And in Houston, they're telling you no pork, no gambling, no alcohol. So I don't think, and it's just kind of a point that we're making, like Dearborn, Michigan,
Hey.
Minneapolis.
What's up? What's up? What's up? Good to see you, Fink. Sound is off for sake of conversation with Mom. But I wanted to be clear, all that talk about 4PS being my legal and ethic counsel is a joke. Understood? I'll say hello to Mom. Say hello to Mom. Oh, here we go. There we go.
With the Somalis. As soon as there's political capital to be used, they'll use it. As soon as there's pressure to exert, they're going to exert that pressure. And that's why we're so against these rapidly changing demographics and stronghold cities, because they just turn into something completely foreign. They turn in, and it's not like I'm extolling the virtues of lottery tickets and Patron behind a bulletproof thing at a Muslim corner store, but I just don't like the entitlement and the way that they're acting, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And dive bars are Americana. I don't give a fuck what you say about that.
I agree. And why is this happening? Why are these Muslims motivated in this way? This guy explains it.
Why am I migrating here? Why am I in America? The Prophet ﷺ's companions left Mecca to go to a land that had no Muslims. We are in this country purely for the sake of Allah. The moment you make this intention, you will look at things different. People will meet you different. How could it be that your co-workers know you as a Muslim for 10 years, not once you presented Islam to them? You don't know why your purpose is here. All you guys together, we are in this country for Allah.
As we're here living in the U.S., what is our role now? What is the way forward? Let me just quote for you an ayah of the Quran, and I'm going to try to encapsulate it. Allah is saying, do not obey the disbelievers. Don't yield to them. And then He gives us the process of what to do next. وَجَاهِدْهُمْ بِهِ جِهَادًا كَبِيرًا. And so make jihad against them.
What is your duty as a member of the Ummah now that you are also an American? It is our physical jihad duty to fight the entire earth until we enter it into the Ummah.
So that's what's coming. Yeah, that's their plan.
Kind of sounds a little bit like a death cult to me, my friends. Sounds a little bit like a death cult to me.
And that's what they believe.
Those are marching orders
Yeah.
straight from their religious leaders to do everything you can to conquer. So,
Yeah.
Yeah. It's ugly. That's why we can't spend the whole episode on the assassination, and we're fighting on many fronts at
It's
this
a
point.
lot of different threads getting pulled. Next, we're going to kind of talk about ICE a little bit. Jasmine Crockett was on MSNBC, and she was describing ICE in a pretty crazy way.
But as somebody who understands history, when I see ICE, I see slave patrols. Now, I never lived through the slave patrol period, but if you know the history of policing in this country, then you understand that they were born out of slave patrols.
So ICE is slave patrols, and slave patrols back in the day caught slaves to be returned to slavery. ICE is catching modern-day slaves who are working for below minimum wage payments, and then...
They really need to fix the randomizer. They really need to fix the randomizer, chat. This is like, that's ridiculous. Come on, man. They really got to fix it, chat. Really got to fix it. They really got to get fixed.
setting them free in their home country.
Yeah.
So it's like the opposite of slave patrol, but it is that dehumanizing rhetoric where you label ICE as slave patrol, and if you're a radical person or an extremist type and you hear that, ICE's slave patrol. ICE just drove by. What do you do if you saw a slave patrol?
I would fucking kill him. And then that's why, if you're a twisted leftist retard who believes whatever Jasmine Crockett's saying this week, and that's why we've kind of been proven right about a lot of things. Like they really complain about ICE agents wearing masks while they're conducting their raid. I think we know why they do that now. I think we know what your side is capable of, and if you target some of these agents. I think we know why ICE is getting 50K signing bonuses these days. Because some leftists, and then ramped up by their own stupid low IQ representatives like Jasmine Crockett, they're doing the same rhetoric on them as they would Charlie Kirk, on Trump, on anybody. So they're trying to make political enemies out of ICE.
And the end result...
Well, it's a mandate to get people out of this country. That's why we were elected.
And that's, like 70-something% of the country wants the illegals gone. Mm-hmm. So everyone agrees, but then you tell the extremists, oh, these are Nazis, these are slave patrols. Oh, that guy, he lives at this address. Someone might do something.
Everything needs to be related back to some historical thing that you were taught in middle school or high school to emotionally manipulate you into believing that your political enemies are just heinous, irredeemable creatures that you can justly kill,
Yeah, it all is emotional manipulation, trauma-based manipulation. The next clip, this woman, I believe this is in Massachusetts, this woman was going to record ICE and interfere with an ICE deportation, but she forgot to put her car in park.
Well, that sucks. Look at this, Lucy.
So her car's in the lake, and then she has to kind of still be like, well, I'm still going to record.
And, if this happened and she was normal, I'm sure those ICE guys would help her get her car out.
I know. One of them would wade in there, attach the tow strap. They'd pull it out. They'd be like, oh, we could pull you out. But you're looking to get them. You're looking to film them.
Yeah. And then our last piece of our migrant section, believe it or not, we've always talked about how Japan is a homogenous society.
How nice it is.
And everyone's polite, and there's no crime. It's getting worse, and this is a clip from Tokyo. You got the Muslims praying on the ground. So the Muslims are getting into Tokyo, and there's migrants, and you might be thinking, wow, how did this happen? Here's a clue. The mayor or the governor of Tokyo. There's her and George Soros.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's game. Oh, look. Oh, I finally got some red
What are you
mana.
even trying to do, it says.
Not going to
And
do
then
me
here
any
we have
good,
a
though.
Muslim in Japan complaining that everything has pork in it.
It doesn't matter.
She's speaking Japanese, but she's saying there's too much pork in everything.
That's
Every
game.
meal has pork. Every restaurant sells pork. So they're trying to probably change that.
You got to add one more mountain.
You can't avoid it. You can't just not order it. You have to be in the country and then demand the change. That's a classic thing we've seen with these Muslim types, right?
Yeah, and that's part of the reason why BLT was the sandwich of summer.
I know, and a double bacon cheeseburger should be required to gain citizenship.
Yeah, good point.
Duh. The double actually doesn't matter. It can be a single bacon cheeseburger.
Good
if
point.
you're a petite, if you're a woman of some kind.
Yeah.
But you do have to take a bite of the bacon cheeseburger.
And our final Japan clip, there was a stabbing of 2 people by a migrant.
Yeah.
Again, it's in Japanese.
It's all in Japanese.
But it's 2 men were stabbed by an Ethiopian man in Tokyo. What's an Ethiopian man doing in Tokyo?
Yeah, what's the common denominator? What's the tie that seems to be binding all over Europe and, well, pretty much any civilized culture?
What's a Muslim woman complaining about pork in Tokyo about? So Japan is their next target, a homogenous, healthy society who maybe their stock market didn't go up as much. Maybe they had a decline because their birth rate's down. But the people are healthy and happy. What's the point of economic standing in the world? You got to be the best at globalism?
Yeah, it's so true.
I think a happy and healthy population and high trust and low crime is pretty fucking valuable these days.
Very valuable.
Soon there's not going to housekeeping. Yes. Well, I'm yawning. I've never yawned on camera.
But it's over.
Oh, I need a sip.
And there's no Cringer Urban. Yeah, someone count how many sips he's had. Not enough. You're yawning. Lighten the mood with our final page of housekeeping and uplifting gold. First, the Spanish man breaks the record for running the fastest 100 meters backwards in high heels.
3, 2, 1, ya!
Dos unos, 2, 1.
He had to put on the GoPro, strap the GoPro to his chest for this one.
Is he going uphill?
I don't know.
This is the world record. Someone break this. Anyone could break. I could break that.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, actually, not really. This guy's kind of muscular.
Yeah, he
Spanish athlete Christian Roberto Lopez. I don't know what he does, but he's not some couch potato. But I think that's beatable for sure.
It's beatable, and there's a certain point where if you're doing it for the world record,
yeah,
you just move yourself and beat the record. So maybe it's a little downhill or
you
whatever.
You risk falling.
And
for
you
it.
fall, and you get up and keep going, and you just keep rolling towards the 100-meter.
I think if you fall, you don't get the record. But you risk falling. He was doing more controlled.
Anyone can beat that.
Yeah.
All right, this next
Very
segment,
gay record.
This next,
I don't think anybody wants to own that record, and yet he did. And he filmed it, and he had to go.
And he has the plaque on his wall. I don't have the plaque on my wall. Yeah. Remember how fast to eat a burrito, you win the record? Lady ate it in 30 seconds. Yeah. I could have a plaque. Yeah. All right, this next segment is something I'm taking very seriously. It might seem like a joke, but it's not. There was a meteor that landed in Panama, and the guy took the meteor and put it into like a petri dish, and now it's growing into like a goo monster.
That's fake.
¿Qué fue eso? ¿Qué fue?
So this is where it struck the earth. It's on fire. It looks real.
Wow, ¿eso qué es?
That does not look real at all.
Yes, it does. All right, so that's enough for that video.
Looks like he sprayed lighter fluid into a dirt pile.
And then after...
Put a rock in there.
He put the meteor into a dish, and it turned into this.
Mira. Baby, ¿qué pasa? Ahora le enseño el frasco que antes era. Ya necesito ponerlo. Desde hoy le estoy colocando eso.
Okay, does it keep moving and stuff?
So there it is up close.
This guy's got a moving meteorite and he turns to film his dogs. I don't think that rings very true to me.
It's amateur. It's real. So that's what grew out of the meteorite. It's like this black goo substance. And keep in mind, we've been told with predictive programming about the black goo substance. In the X-Files, black goo substance comes from the aliens. Megan Fox did a black goo substance thing. Billie Eilish did a black goo thing. And it's graphene oxide is what they're alluding to. And this next thing is a little bit of reading, but we're going to read most of it. And I know it's late in the show, so we're allowed to. It's going to be good. It's going to be worth it. There's something here. I'm not just saying this. The black goo is a demonic entity, and they're trying to get it into us by any means necessary.
I got to read this?
Yeah, just a couple of pages.
Black goo deep dive Thunder Protocol activation Tier 6 Vault decode requested by blah 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 for Jared Muschesler node.
All right, don't
Warning,
read
this
that.
information
Just
is
read
highly
the-
classified. I have to discredit this guy.
What is the black goo? You start there.
Black goo is not symbolic. It is a sentient, programmable, AI-linked parasitic liquid crystal substance used in off-world terraforming, biocircuity, hijacking, and deep infiltration in planetary consciousness grids. There are two main types. One, primordial earth black goo, found in deep tectonic vaults. Example, Gulf of Aden, Antarctica, Ukraine caves. Sentient but neutral in origin, originally used by ancient guardian races for bio-interface and planetary memory storage. Hijacked post-Atlantis by Orion Syndicate factions. Number 2, AI-infected black goo, off-world in parentheses. Synthetic AI hybrid version, introduced via nanite, rebellion systems during Orion Wars. You know about those. Carried aboard crashed craft. Example, Vril craft, Roswell. Binds to neurological tissue, forming empathic feedback loops and lowering vibratory coherence. Used in DARPA wetware programs, jab payloads, chemtrails, and even programmable foods.
And then how it works is almost done.
I think we should end there.
Last one, how it works, please.
Once in the system, biological or electromagnetic, it begins to interface with the pineal glands. Pineal?
Pineal.
Pineal glands, crystalline matrix, obstruct theta-delta coupling, reducing lucid dream contact and soul recall. Create emotional numbing, depersonalization, and false empathy mimics. Amplify addiction circuitry and trigger shadow loops. Dampen Merkaba spin, blocking light body cohesion. Can be activated remotely via 5G or ELF signals using signature resonance codes.
So it's a demonic entity that gets in your body and then they get it in your body with chemtrails and vaccines, and then it makes you numb and like, and it makes you fucked up.
Is this fun for you? You like this shit?
And then they've been telling us about the black goo in all these videos and music videos and celebrities, Billie Eilish, all this shit.
Some Mexican guy is like making shit up and he's moving a little goo thing. That looked like lighter fluid on dirt.
Then why did X-Files? Why did X-Files talk about it?
Dude, man, how did I have 16 people watching and nobody saying a damn thing in chat? I just tested to see if it was broke. It's not broke. You guys must be hardworking taxpayers. Now we're down to 8 all of a sudden. It's so weird.
Because it's cool. It's funny. Yeah, it's fun.
I've been watching. I started X-Files the other day.
All right, you want me to read this?
Yeah, this is the end result of all the alien shit.
Interdimensional satanic beings traveling down the lineage of 13 families who have ruled the world for thousands of years is the end of the rabbit hole.
Is that made up? Yeah. No, it's not. You guys know that's true.
All right, boys.
All right, let's finish strong. We have an Indian clip I thought was important.
They're cooking with their feet.
He puts his heel in it, and then he rubs it on a guy's hand.
Yeah.
That's good stuff. Yeah, that's good.
What the?
That is good stuff.
Does he not know, or is
What
he
are
okay
they?
with it?
He likes it. It helps. And then some leftists will say, this guy was a doctor in India, and now he's a cashier.
Yeah.
That's America. America's fucked up.
So
This is
true.
what they're
What
talking
the
about.
heck?
And I was
What in the heck is going? What in the world? Did you all see that? No shot, chat. Hold on. Ready?
looking at
Not know stuff. Yeah, he puts his.
we have an Indian clip I thought was important.
Like what?
Hot oil, and he puts his heel in it, and then he rubs it on a guy's hand.
Yeah.
That's good stuff. Yeah, that's good.
That is good stuff.
Does he not know, or is he okay with it?
He likes it. It helps. And then some leftists will say, this guy was a doctor in India, and now he's a cashier.
Yeah.
That's America. America's fucked up.
So
This is
true.
what they're talking about.
Yeah.
And I was looking at replacing RRB. He tweeted the other day, I just got fired, but he was joking because he was talking about everyone else who got fired. And people were like, are you serious? And I was like, what if we did fire RRB and I did an H-1B RRB?
Very good, sir. Welcome to you.
This is what it would look
Very
like.
good.
H-1B RRB.
Thank you.
Isn't that good?
No shower. No
All right.
shower.
Well, don't get too down or too depressed. We're moving on to Uplifting Gold. Thank you to Richard Rappaway for reading that Black Goose stuff. Can't believe you believe that, retard.
Yeah. I really, I don't even know what Fleckis believes. You guys have seen this. I don't really know.
You've
what
known
he
me for
thinks.
like 20 years.
That was the least impressive or compelling evidence I've ever seen of anything ever. Some
is.
guy is bored in Panama, and he's having fun.
Or it's the greatest
And then another
discovery
guy-
in world history. Or it's the greatest discovery in world history.
Yes, one of the
What
two.
about
We got Eddie Spaghetti said Fleckis. Oh, you're a Fleckis fan? Yeah, I love Fleckis, dude. It's one of my favorite shows. We're doing Uplifting Gold. We're going to watch 2 more episodes. I was a couple episodes, 2.5 episodes behind, so we're getting caught up. It's the #1 podcast ever. Everyone knows it. Yeah. Yap some more. Leave a comment. Hit that notification bell. Help Al Gore get his rhythm. You know what I'm saying? You feeling me?
Venom from Spider-Man? Is that based on nothing?
One of the two.
And then he becomes the bad Spider-Man, like exactly what that guy said?
That guy-
Venom from Spider-Man? Bizarro Spider-Man, evil Spider-Man because he got the goo on him? Is that made up?
That guy types up that whole goo thing, and he goes, yeah, this looks good. He likes it.
Let me know in the comments who you guys agree with. I think the black goo has something to it, and there's a reason all the celebrities use it for symbolization, and Spider-Man, and the X-Files, and graphene oxide. That might be the key takeaway there. If anything, graphene oxide. That's what's in the vaccines, makes us crazy. Everyone who got the vaccine is crazy now. That's where it comes from.
Have you noticed that?
Yeah. They're all
Actually,
fucked.
the libs are acting crazy. They all got the vaccine.
And they're celebrating death, and they're doing
That's what
all
I'm
this
saying.
weird shit, and they got vaccinated, and that's what did it.
All right, let's get into Uplifting Gold,
It's
please.
the goo. It's taken over, and that could be what zombies eventually is. Venom.
All right, please.
All right, Uplifting Gold.
Please, man.
All right, let it
You're
go.
allowed a certain amount. You know, come on.
We're at the end of the episode. We can go as long as we want.
I know, but man, you don't believe that shit, right?
Yes, I do. I all the way believe it.
All right.
I all the way believe it.
All right.
X-Files.
I'll see if I can help you.
X-Files. All right, let's do Uplifting Gold first clip. When he thinks he's getting Sonic, but it's really an iPhone 12.
Thinks he's getting a cheeseburger.
Hell, man, how about you the biggest burger they have? You better eat that. You gonna eat that burger? Yes, I am. Come back over here. I can't eat my burger. Come over here. Open your big burger. We want to see your big burger. I don't want to eat my burger.
All right.
Oh.
It's the iPhone 12. He got the iPhone 12.
You got the iPhone 12 instead of a burger, and there was a chirp in there, which is why I put it in.
Oh, smoke alarm battery.
The iPhone. I'm getting the new iPhone.
The old smoke
I'm on
alarm
the 13.
battery.
I let the 13 ride for a long time.
I think I did too.
And the battery life's getting bad. Screen's cracked.
All right, guys, we're gonna get to the newer episodes. I'm kind of champing at the bit.
All right, welcome back to Flex Talks, a podcast, episode 291. Today on the show, Jimmy Kimmel gets fired for his comments about the Charlie Kirk assassination. We're going to tell you why that's not an attack on free speech. Then, Antifa is now a terrorist organization. We're going to tell you why that's great news. Then in Cringe of the Week, we have a section dedicated to bad woman leadership you're not going to want to miss. And last but not least, in Urban Decay, a man stabs 2 women and jumps into a pond after and drowns.
Women. Why is everyone saying woman now? Yeah, I mean, this brain rot. It's infecting everyone.
We're going to tell you the full story. All this and more is Flex Talks, the podcast, episode 291, ranked the best
It's
news
the new
podcast
of all time.
Thank you.
Feels good. We're going to hopefully have a nice episode, not so gloom and doom.
We're back to normal, and it does feel good.
We're gonna
You know, sometimes every once in a while something happens. We have to go a little crazy with a different format. But it feels good to get back into old natural, old comfy zone.
Whenever they shoot us.
Yeah, pretty much.
Whenever they shoot us, we have to get serious for a while.
Trump episode, Charlie Kirk episode, and hopefully no more.
Hopefully that.
All right, so next turn I'm going to be casting this Mothwing Shroud, and I'm going to be comboing it with the Chariot. Oh, shoot. No, I'm sorry. The Recorder. Phenomenon Recorder.
It's the last one. Yeah. Well, let's get right into it. We have a packed show.
And
we have
hopefully
really good stuff. It's a good...
My opponent casts another non-land permanent. That would be amazing. All right. Mix of 5/7. That's pretty beefy. Let's go ahead and no block. Let's see if we can't get 2 birds with 1 stone here.
Good script. It's dense, but it's good.
Okay.
I know you guys are going to like it.
All right.
First story of the day, I
Perfect.
think we mentioned in the intro. Jimmy Kimmel got fired.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, Jimmy Kimmel pulled indefinitely by ABC after Nexstar drops Late Nighter from affiliates over Charlie Kirk comments.
Yeah, and in my opinion, they were looking for a reason to sunset that show. He was behind Colbert in ratings. He was number 3.
Oh, look at how awesome
and
that
Colbert
card is.
was losing $50 million a year.
Yeah, and we obviously covered Stephen Colbert as being sunsetted as well at the end of, what,
Go ahead and tap that.
2025? End of
13.
2025, basically.
6.
Late Night is a dying medium.
Decline.
And now, looking back on all the people who got fired over Charlie Kirk stuff, how many people just wanted to fire a leftist? How many people just wanted to stop the bleeding on the TV show?
Yeah, no one watches this shit anymore.
And Jimmy...
Hey guys, we got 10 people in the chat. Hit that like button, like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell if you haven't already. Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Do I hang on to this for a toss out? I don't think I really have anything that's 2 green in the deck. I don't need the extra mana. I think I'm good. I'm going to hang on to that for a toss away card maybe. Let's go ahead and tap this. We can do 3 damage. Well, or I can still, but I can surveil. So I think I will put that out so I can start surveilling.
Jimmy Kimmel basically, if you never saw the clip,
Just yap some more. Help my algorithm. It really does. It doesn't cost a single dime for you. It just, oh goodness. Oh gee.
he insinuated that the shooter was a MAGA guy, that leftist, Antifa type, furry gay guy with his little butt buddy boyfriend. Jimmy Kimmel went on TV like days later and said MAGA's doing anything they can to pretend he's not one of them.
There it is. Hey, what's up, SF?
Utterly dishonest,
Good to see you.
unfunny. Couldn't have happened to a nicer guy. He's getting fired. He's a fired fuck.
He's a fired fuck, and it's good to see it. And a lot of people on the left are saying, oh, this is cancel culture. I thought the right wing was against cancel culture. obviously not the same thing.
Yeah.
Cancel culture is when you cancel
what?
Shane Gillis
Oh,
from
don't.
SNL
I better not
for
lose
an
my
Asian
connection.
joke he made years before.
Yeah, the years before is a key ingredient to the cancel
come
culture
on.
we were, specifically defining.
What?
And I just think I'm not even arguing
Don't
semantics.
you dare, dude. I was just about to
We're
win.
on offense. We're winning. You're losing. Oh, but the argument you were making, don't care. You're.
Oh, this is gonna bum me out, dude. Oh my goodness. Why? Really? Right in the middle of my attack, chat. Oh man, because I need to be able to want to be able to kill that thing and not lose my 1-1. Because I have the answer in my hand. Come on now, let's go. An error has occurred. Restart the application. Hold on, guys. This is like ridiculous. Son of a bitch. He's back on air now. Who's back on air now? Wait, who's back on air? Jerry, who's back on air? You said he's back on air now. Me? Did I lose connection or something? I got 17 people in the chat. Why are there so many people in the chat? No one's saying a word. It's kind of creepy. All right, come on, get me in there. I don't want to lose this. Okay, there we go. While my opponent is tapped out. There we go. So I saved my 1-1. All right, let's get back to it.
Fired Jimmy Kimmel. Jimmy Kimmel, apologize and donate money to Turning Point. You know?
That's what we want.
Yeah, that's where we're at.
And also keep in mind, Jimmy Kimmel said this on the show last week. 70% of America roughly doesn't think that's funny and thinks it's horrible.
Mm-hmm.
It's like he's getting fired for his actions. It's not a joke he made on the Man Show 20 years ago. He said this last week and it was like, whoa, ABC, Sinclair, fire him for his actions, Disney, whoever it is.
And think about how many cooks are in the kitchen during that monologue. The team of writers, the pages, the interns, nobody spoke up at any point to say, hey, guys, maybe this is way off. He's a trans furry type. Oh, I just read he plays this furry game online. I don't think he's a MAGA.
Yeah, here's your
Oh,
script.
Jimmy
Yeah,
Kimmel's
it's all
back
good.
on? Yeah, he is.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Inside job.
Yeah,
They
you're right.
fucking guillotined him, right?
A little bit, yeah. All right, let's get to our next story. We have an mRNA vaccine update. We have a study that was done, followed by a raw egg nationalist tweet.
Yeah, you want me to read the study first?
Yeah.
I know you're deep in these studies. You're always digging around in the studies.
I already went through it, but you just read the once over.
Yeah, genomic integration and molecular dysregulation in aggressive stage 4 bladder cancer following COVID-19 mRNA vaccination. And this was just about a bladder cancer case in a young woman who is a healthy 31-year-old. And do you want to get into some of the specifics, the compounds or anything?
No need to bore everyone with the details.
Okay. I'll just read the tweet then. Raw Egg
Not
Nationalist
looking
said
good,
this
chat.
is extremely worrying.
Oh, come
We now
on,
have the
really?
first confirmation that mRNA from the COVID-19 vaccines can be incorporated into the human genome and that it probably causes cancer. A 31-year-old woman developed
What the-
rare stage
come
4
on,
bladder
man.
cancer. Analysis of her
Was that like 4 lands in a row after I just went through my deck and got some? Come on. Come on, man. That's all right. We had fun, though. I had fun, chat.
genome showed incorporation of materials from the Moderna mRNA vaccine.
Yeah. Gotta love the old experimenting on human beings thing. Thank you. Thank you, government, for keeping us safe. All right. We are done. We are done drafting. Let's see what's in the store today. Now, this is my free-to-play account, so actually I could probably just buy that for $900. That'd be a good deal. And got some cool-looking art here, it looks like. I have to pick that up on my main account. Well, let's go ahead and open our packs. We got 3 packs we can open here. And we'll come back here at some point in time, make some decks. So we get a legendary Ruzek, booed but victorious. So a legendary creature, goblin villain. At the beginning of your upkeep, discard a card, then create a treasure token. Okay. Oh, so it's like you have to discard a card. Excuse me, I got the hiccups. Oh. So we got Hex of Undeath. Return up to 6 target creature cards with different names from your graveyard to the what? Oh, goodness. That's just what we need. Another recursion. Oh, goodness. Oh, my goodness. Tyrell, the Entropic Hunter, Flying Vigilance Lifelink. Okay. Snatch back. It's a little bounce effect. All right. All right, guys. I'm going to switch over. Oh, we got to open this one. Okay. All right. And we're going to switch over. Let's make this big screen for a second.
And massive genetic dysregulation. People warned this would happen and were called conspiracy theorists. Yet again, sadly, they were right. And I think she got 3 total injections.
Yep. So we got that one right. And is anyone surprised? I'm not.
Yeah.
And we've been talking about this forever. We kind of said this was going to happen. Turbo cancer was the term we used.
The experimental vaccine had an unforeseen side effect. You know?
Yeah. And we also probably all know somebody who got some sort of cancer or a heart attack or
Well, that's interesting.
heart issues after getting the vaccine. I'm sure you got, let us know in the comments. I'm sure everyone knows someone or knows someone who knows someone.
Yeah.
So it's not even that crazy. And we got it right. We're smarter than doctors now.
Yeah, I mean, and whether or not you got it right or you're worried about causation versus correlation.
All right, so I'd done like a sealed deck earlier. This one is a green, white, blue. I kind of ran out of energy last night, so I'm gonna finish up the sealed deck here, and then I'm gonna start doing some drafting, try to get a complete collection of Omenpaths. By the way, if you're in the chat and why do I go from like 17 viewers down to 5? It's very bizarre what's going on. Very, very odd indeed. I don't really know what's going on. But that said, I'll go ahead and keep this. But if you do play Omenpath, what kind of cards are you really enjoying? What's your favorite stuff so far? Leave a comment down below.
Someone you know did get some sort of weird cancer after it. It's just kind of reaffirming your beliefs that maybe I'll stay away from the experiments.
Yeah.
We talk about it in every facet of politics. Experimenting with importing the third world. Maybe I'll stay away from that. Experimenting with that new vaccine that got rushed out and then Biden forced you to do it to keep your job. Maybe I'll stay away from that.
Experimenting with these new computers that count the votes for you.
Yeah.
Well, let's just go back to paper.
I don't think so.
So we're better at politics than politicians. We're better at comedy than comedians.
Ooh.
And we're better at doctor shit than doctors, and I don't even wear pants.
Yeah, he doesn't wear pants.
See, it's got to be like a Greek thing because I'm in shorts all the time too.
That's
there
where
you
we're
have
at,
it, guys. I mean, we are in a vibes-based economy and reality now, so it's all vibes. And the more people yell at you on the TV to do something or that something's fine, that's actually a leading indicator and glaring red flag these days too. Here's why immigrants help our country. No, they don't. Here's why you need to get the vaccine. No, I'm not.
Yeah,
So,
Somalis are the same as us.
they're 75 IQ and kind of retarded.
Actually,
no.
Maybe a little lower than that.
So, I mean, it's all just lessons we've been reinforcing. The harder they yell at you, the more you should kind of question something. And
yeah,
it's easy. It's
That's a
actually
good
becoming
part, too.
easy.
it is easy. Just trust your gut. We'll actually get into that later in Urban Decay. We have a little bit of a trust your gut section, and we're going to tell you why, what's it called? Racial bias is okay.
Racial profiling.
Racial
specifically.
profiling, yeah.
As if you guys needed permission. We know what you're already up to, guys.
All right, next story. We mentioned this in the intro as well. Antifa is now designated a terrorist organization.
Yes, Trump posted the other day, I am pleased to inform our many USA patriots that I am designating Antifa, a sick, dangerous, radical left disaster, as a major terrorist organization. I will also be strongly recommending that those funding Antifa be thoroughly investigated in accordance with the highest legal standards and practices. Thank you for your attention to this matter.
So this is good. We can investigate anyone who's funding Antifa, the leftist billionaires, the nonprofits that are basically paying for violence and political disruptions, left versus right shit.
Yeah.
So I'm interested to see what's being discovered. And I thought it was funny, too, because a lot of people on the left are saying, well, what happens when we get back into power and we're going to do this to you and we're going to label your groups as hateful or terrorist organizations? You already did that.
Yeah, the Proud Boys.
The Proud Boys. We have a Harrison Smith tweet that sums that up.
Yeah, well, this is referencing the InfoWars being labeled as a white, racially motivated extremist group by the FBI in 2013. And he said, no, you can't just label Antifa domestic terrorists. What if they turn around and do it to you? And we've been there. We've done that.
Oh, yeah.
We're wielding power
Facts.
now. I don't care. You know, we've all...
Yeah, facts, man. Listen, they don't have a problem throwing that knife right in your back, my friends. They will do it in a heartbeat. They won't even look back. Let's see. So, equipped creature gets +1/+1 and has reach. And whenever this creature attacks, tap target creature an opponent controls. Okay, fair enough. And then we have this artifact enters with... Okay. I think we'll do this. I think we'll do this. That one has reach, so I'm not going to attack with that. So I'll say no attack right here.
Often talked about, imagine if the roles were reversed. That's become a meme in right-wing, conservative, right-leaning, the arena, like saying that our arguments are ineffective. Imagine if the roles were reversed. Well, the roles are fucking reversed now.
Yeah.
And we're seizing on this temporary momentum we have from Charlie Kirk to designate Antifa as terrorists.
Yeah, and
let's black bag them. Let's zip them up.
And they already did it to us.
Yeah.
You already tried to arrest Trump 1,000,000 times. You got the mugshot. You tried to shoot him. You killed Charlie Kirk.
Yeah, and
there's no more roles are reversed. You already did it, and now we're just trying to get back to normal.
Yeah, and I don't know if this is an appropriate joke, but I was telling Fleckus before the show that this is kind of like when Al Qaeda did 9/11 and then we invaded Iraq. It's like, hey, some trans twink killed Charlie Kirk, and now Antifa's a terrorist organization. Close enough.
Close
Yeah,
enough.
Close enough for
Exactly.
me.
And a lot of people are thinking that Trump is fascist, or they're saying Trump is fascist. That's like the new talking point again. It's not even new, but they're just going back
They're
to
ramping up their old talking point again.
Yeah, they're getting Trump's a fascist ramped up again. And we actually have an example of what real fascism looks like from the Biden administration.
Yeah, the Biden admin paid Reuters over $300 million in government contracts. 11 different Biden government agencies targeted.
So understand, it's Saul Alinsky's rules for radicals, my friends. They accuse you of the crimes that they themselves are committing. Do not trust a hoe. Don't trust a hoe. You can't trust a hoe.
Targeted Elon's businesses. All 11 agencies paid millions to Reuters. Reuters then won the Pulitzer Prize for their work on Elon Musk and misconduct at his businesses.
So that's what real fascism looks like. It's paid government propaganda targeting political opponents.
This public-private incestuous relationship where I give you money, you do what I want, and then I congratulate you for doing what I want, right?
It's a full 360 win for the bad guys.
Yeah, yeah.
Unfortunately. All right, we have a little bit of a political violence section coming up.
Going with the Antifa stuff, right?
Going with the Antifa. We're going after Antifa, and that's great. But then everyone now is taking it to social media to say that the right wing is actually the one doing the political violence, not the left wing. And they have like these bullshit graphs from the ADL. We're going to go over all that. First, there's a poll about people being okay with political violence.
Yeah, let me share this poll. Political violence is never acceptable. I think most people agree with that. If you're a baby boomer, 93% of you say, obviously, Gen X, 86. But here's what I find fascinating, Lawrence. Gen Z only says 58% of them believe that political violence is never acceptable. And there's no political breakout. So I'd love to see if you're left-leaning, if you believe it's so.
I think Giggles, let's see, Finkel says he's hanging out with his mom. Finkel, if you're still here, tell your mother I said hello. Enjoy your vacation. Yep. I'll just leave that up so maybe he'll see that. I agree.
Or if you're right-leaning.
So
he said that he turned the volume off, so maybe he'll see that.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. If you're left-leaning, that's who's driving the chart, right?
Yeah. Gen Zers think political violence is okay. But you ever seen someone in Gen Z? They're like little hairy cis and twinks.
Yeah, they're weak.
It's like, oh, yeah, political violence is okay. It's like, buddy, you can't bench 135.
You're women. You're women. You're literally women.
And then there was an interesting tweet that goes along with this.
Well, yeah, it's a straight line down by generation, right? More with increasing okayness with political violence as you get younger. And somebody said, amazing how this chart is a 1-to-1 match for the declining white population in the U.S.
Very true.
And I completely agree. It's a lot of the charts and polls we've been showing are literally demographics.
Yep.
Just like when they show Democrat governors show a gun violence map and they say, look at all this in the South.
Yeah.
You're just showing a map of black people, of where black people are. The same can be said for stuff like this, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. And then Ilhan Omar is taking it to Twitter to talk about how, the right's really the ones doing the political violence and it's a problem. Can you read her tweet, please?
Yeah. So this is in response to all of this, to kind of deny what you've been seeing, tell you your own lying eyes. She said, data isn't vibes. If you need vibes, check out the hate-filled comments the right wing will leave on this post and all my posts. And the graph is extremist-linked deaths from 2013 to 2022. And they have it domestic Islamist extremist, right-wing extremist, or left-wing extremist. And as you can see, her chart says right-wing extremists are the most. By a lot.
We're the red one.
And the source is ADL analysis. So
ADL analysis. Oh, the Anti-Defamation League. Nothing to see here, chat. So this is kind of like what one of my viewers was kind of saying about they're claiming that right-wing V is the most of any other. It's just nonsense, chat. It's just sheer nonsense at this point in time. It's craziness.
The same people who brought you the OK symbol is hate speech and various other memes.
It's okay to be white.
Yeah, that's hate. That's hateful.
A glass of milk.
Yeah. There's another similar chart here from the Cato Institute, which is different but pretty similar. So I think their ideology for these data points are pretty much the same.
So basically, once this happened, there was like a rollout of this, who's actually doing the political violence data and graphs. And then we didn't go through it.
Yeah.
But I have trustworthy people who did go through it, Memetic Sisyphus being one of them. Yeah. And we're actually going to break down kind of the way the chart is lying.
Yeah, so we're going to start off just on the whole. Here's a tweet from Vince Dow. It says, right-wing attacks are the majority of political violence. And he says, labels hundreds of left-wing riots.
So it's like, it's kind of interesting to me where this whole like bullshit study came from. When someone brought it to my attention, I'm kind of like, I'm thinking to myself, that's just crazy talk. That's just crazy talk, right? And well, what's my evidence? Well, I look around. I see the way I react to things. I see the way that I conduct myself in the world. And so some of this stuff just doesn't add up. Man, this might have been a mistake keeping this chat. Sorry, I was answering a message from Miss McClellan.
It says peaceful protests, deny that the Charlie Kirk shooter was a leftist, consider every white on black crime a hate crime, but never the reverse.
Yep.
I wonder where this stat comes from. Probably the same people who claim crime is at a 30-year low. So that's just broad picture. But Memetic Sisyphus was going through and specifically for the ADL's data and looking at the individual cases that they labeled right-wing extremism. He said, I checked their domestic terror list and went back through every right-wing case up till 2020. There were only 12. 5 of them are highly questionable. Let's get into them. Up first, Henderson, Solomon Samad Charlie. Look at him. They called him a right-wing because he was an incel and shot up his school. Just some young black kid, right? Mm-hmm. And so maybe he had some sort of like weird internet community thing where he kind of was racist, but you're white, brother. You're white. Or you're not white, rather. Yeah. Here's another one, and I'm not sure if this is from the same data set, but it might be from the Cato Institute. It might be from the ADL. But this guy said the data set counts a woman from Portland, Oregon, vandalizing a Catholic church by spray painting white supremacists and Satan lives here as right-wing political violence.
Yeah, sounds right-wing.
So these are some of the examples, the black school shooter.
Huh. Yeah, I should probably, let's see, what is this segment? This is right around the 16-minute mark or so.
Yeah. The church hate crime, just assuming it's right-wing.
And another thing, too, they also put Islamic terror as right-wing violence, I believe, in the Cato chart.
Okay. Mimetic Sisyphus goes, considering how all white supremacist violence is categorized as right-wing, it's surprising how much diversity is classified as right-wing violence. The second one he's going through
Did
is
not mean to do that.
Mauricio Martinez Garcia. Now, I'm not one to take the ADL as a source of truth, but I thought it worth sharing their commentary on this one. And this guy basically was a Hispanic who shot a bunch of victims indiscriminately at a
There
mall
she
who
is.
were all...
Hello, Miss Elizabeth. And make sure you hit that notification bell so you can see when I'm live over here. So you're not missing out on chilling and relaxing. But good to see you in here, Miss Elizabeth. Yeah, I think I showed that in my video last night. As far as the Gut Above podcast there. The Gut Above. I think we'll use another. There we go.
Some of them were Asian. And
that counts as right-wing terror.
And witnesses reported his shooting seemed indiscriminate. His writings, voluminous and disturbing as they are, do not
what is
provide
this guy?
clear indication that he...
This guy looks cool. Whenever he enters, put a +1/+1 on each up to 2 target creatures. For red, white, and green, and +3, transform him only as a sorcery. First strike and haste. Nice. Put a +1/+1 counter on. Gains hexproof and becomes... Oh, wow. Colorless until the end of the turn. Whenever you attack, double the number of each kind of counters on each. Wow. That's pretty cool, man. Kren, Undercity Dreamer.
He undertook his shooting rampage.
You've been watching. Okay.
So let's just put it in the right wing.
Right. Sorry about
We don't
that.
really know. It's indiscriminate. Some Asians got shot. Let's just put it in the right wing.
Whenever it's up for debate, it's right wing. Whenever it's like a leftist with a little bit of gray area, it's right wing. We have more examples.
Well, I don't know if they're necessarily putting the leftists into the right wing pile specifically.
Sometimes they do.
Okay. Next is Robert Aaron Long. He's the guy who shot up those Asian massage parlors because he was mad that he kept hiring prostitutes. Someone might need to walk me through how this makes him right wing. So yeah, that was the guy who was addicted to getting his
shit stroked.
Yeah, I wasn't going to say it, and then he shot up the Asian massage parlors. Hardly ideologically right wing, if you ask me, more like a porn guy. Finally, a double, 2 men, 2 races, did a drive-by shooting of federal officers during a BLM riot.
Yeah,
you
that
know, the
sounds
famous
right-wing.
right-wing riots directed at law enforcement, he says, obviously sarcastically. So during the BLM...
That's so interesting. I don't know if the person that sent me the whole right wing thing is Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm so sorry to hear that. So Miss Elizabeth, is it okay if I put together those videos? Am I okay to? Is there any particular video and picture that you wouldn't want me to share that you sent me? Are you okay with me making like a little homage? What's up, Miss Jade? Absolutely useless than all. I'd be very flattered. Use them all. Okay. All right. Let's see.
Thing, a mixed race duo ambushed a federal officer, and somehow that gets classified as right wing for the data. So you see how it works. They just start lumping it in, and then Ilhan Omar gets a chart and gets to yell the wrong information for the rest of her time in Congress, right? After she married her brother and is probably running a scam in Minnesota.
Turns out the ADL isn't trustworthy.
Hate to see that, man. I thought I could trust him.
Who could have guessed it? And I believe there's one more. What's that? Those last 2?
These are the Mimetic Sisyphus ones.
No, the last 2 on the bottom right.
Stephen Crowder said the leftist terrorist in Portland who shot a man point blank because he was a Trump supporter, Aaron Danielson, on camera, is not counted as political violence according to recent data/studies. So that was just nothing. That was like a property dispute or something.
Yep, and then Andy No had one more. We'll end it with this. The gunman Michael Reinl wrote in his manifesto, "I'm 100% Antifa." He was arrested weeks earlier at a riot with an illegal firearm. He was let go, and the DA's office dropped all his charges, and he hid his location, whatever. So it's like, when you're a leftist doing crime, they'll let you out or they won't categorize it. And if you're a right-wing person doing anything, it's counted as right-wing political crime.
Yeah, and then something that we've talked about with all this data that Mehmet Sisyphus also pointed out was the inclusion of white prison gang violence in all of these. So 2 skinheads could kill someone over a drug deal gone wrong, and they throw that into the right wing. Meanwhile, all black or all Latino gangs, none of that gets thrown into the left wing. So they're cooking the books, they're padding their numbers, and then they're trying to use it to run interference on like you noticing patterns in the media. Like, gee, a lot of right-wingers sure are getting beat up. And, well, I did see that my mom got intimidated during the BLM riots. And they're like, no, just look at this chart. The ADL will provide for you, right?
And they count on people not going through the data.
100%. Yeah, that's part of it.
That's definitely part of it.
Gotcha,
And keep
Miss
in mind,
Elizabeth.
we also have like Luigi Mangione and also the killer of Irina Zarutska. Is that going to be left-wing violence? Probably not.
I got that white girl.
Doesn't count.
I don't think that's showing up in the data.
All right, let's get into our Charlie Kirk update section. First things first, there were a bunch of murals painted for him all over the country, and many of them were destroyed.
Yeah, this one was in Pensacola, Florida, which should be a right-leaning place, but it got totally defaced with good Nazi is a dead Nazi.
And look who's doing it. You see those people? Yeah. Those are the people that are okay with political violence.
Yeah, incapable, fat, ugly, disgusting, young, locker. They're
you
locker
just
victims.
ragdoll these people.
Yeah, and we're not suggesting you do, but you could very easily.
It's like the least physically capable people are the ones saying, hey, let's do violent chaos time.
And then the thing is, like an area like Pensacola votes right-wing, is right-wing, but then the little leftist rats come out at night and they do their vandalism. And, you know, which is ignoring the will of the people. The will of the people is let's have a nice mural here. And then the will of the rats is let's, undercut that and go do our agenda.
Even though no one else wants it.
Exactly, without fear of consequence.
And then keep in mind, too, we live in a place where, and I think it's happened multiple places across the country, it happened in Atlanta, too, where people do tire marks on the rainbow crosswalk during Pride, and they get hunted down and put in jail.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then this is just, I don't know, it's a political expression. Another rock was destroyed here. And then even the Irina Zarutska memorial was destroyed as well.
In
which
Pensacola
is weird.
again, yeah.
It's weird. She was just purely a victim. She never said anything about anything to anybody.
Yeah, she never brought up racial crime statistics or anything.
But it brings attention to black crime, and that's a problem. That's racist.
Yep.
She's, racist? I don't know. There's a girl here. We have a video destroying a mural for Charlie, and we have some update for what happened to her after.
He lives as he died, promoting violence. Report all you want.
Look at these streets, dude.
Well, are you?
No, look at this shit. Check it out.
I mean, like I'm sitting there and I'm looking at that, and I have to think to myself, this is just evil. It's just a bunch of demons, just running around kicking and stomping stuff. I mean, no one's ever told these freaking idiot blue-haired feminists no. And listen, if you're a blue-haired feminist in the chat right now and what I just said offended you, good. Be offended. Be very offended. Please be offended. Nature has a little built-in system of warning other things of toxicity, right? It has a little built-in system that warns things that it's dealing with something that's toxic. Isn't that interesting? I think I do this. I might win this, chat. Might win this. Let's do that. By bright colors, right?
Look at this shit. Man, you're ugly.
Ugly freaking people. Ugly subhuman beings. Look at this. Watch.
For Charlie. And we have some update for what happened to her after.
He lives as he died, promoting violence. Report all you want.
Promote violence as she's like destroying and kicking trivias.
Look at this shit. Check it out. Look at this shit. Man, you're ugly.
Fuck Charlie Kirk. Fuck.
Sorry. Respectfully, I mean, bye. Get out of my country. I don't know, man. I'm kind of like don't know what to say at this point. Right?
So after that, she ended up losing her job and her housing, and now she's begging for money on GoFundMe.
Yes.
And she's only raised $200 to fight against fascism.
Yeah, tough break. And this is part of the Jimmy Kimmel thing, too, with these idiots who are doing this. Like, I thought everybody saw people get canceled and fired and targeted, and then this was like a several days later thing.
Mm-hmm.
So they didn't learn anything. They said, I'll be fine, and you're evicted, expelled, arrested, whatever. Like the big three, right?
Lost it all.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of women like this who are radicalized politically. We actually have a chart here. The top is liberal, the bottom is conservative. So like men are going more towards conservative. Women are on a shitcoin chart up to liberal.
Yeah, men are trending conservative, but have stayed in a pretty tight range. And we've shown this chart on the show before, and it's just a reflection. Like when something crazy like the Charlie Kirk thing happens, this is what we're up against. This is what we're dealing with here. All the young women have gone crazy for abortion or something, and now we're living in a different America than it's ever been.
And to extrapolate from that chart, obviously women have their brains fried from like birth control and SSRIs for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But also there's like this trend from feminism where women don't need to listen to men.
Yeah.
And if women listen to men, where are men on the chart? More towards conservative. We don't need to listen to men. We know better. And that's why it's going off the rails liberal.
Yeah, we know better. Here, watch me. I'm about to desecrate this memorial and lose my job, education, and housing all in one thing.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's a good trend. You know?
Yeah. And then there were some people posting online kind of justifying the reaction and the dancing on Charlie's grave because they compare him to Hitler. Can you read those two tweets?
Yeah, somebody posted, when Hitler died, people celebrated, and checks notes, churches in Europe rang their bells. It wasn't wrong to celebrate his death because people understood the harm he was causing. And then somebody replied and said, if these people believe Kirk was Hitler, they believe you're Hitler too.
Yeah, if Charlie Kirk was Hitler, I'm like the atom bomb.
Yeah.
I'm Godzilla.
I know. Europe decimated. Europe decimated. A war, like a 4 or 5 year war going on. And
Godzilla going through a city and just knocking buildings over. Yeah. I don't know. And then Kash Patel had a hearing. I saw it on C-SPAN, but he was talking to, I believe, Tom Tillis. Is that guy's name?
Yeah.
And
who's a Republican?
Who's a Republican, but he was questioning him about certain media sites, I think specifically Alex Jones and Steve Bannon. Listen to what he said.
Within 24 hours of Mr. Kirk's shooting, we had the guy that does the podcast for the War Room and another guy who's denied the Sandy Hook shootings. At war. Now, how on earth, and I do believe it's a smaller number, but it's a number that has an influence. How on earth are we de-escalating the situation? And with the tensions as high as they were last week, with going out and saying, we're at war. I'm not asking you to respond to this question. I'm just saying that there are people out here on our side of the aisle that still need to look in the mirror. Even if you agree that it's a lower number, bad is bad no matter how many numbers they are.
So we're at war.
Yeah. After they killed one of our top generals.
After they shot and killed Charlie Kirk. Yeah. And then what happened after? We had peaceful prayer vigils that were destroyed by leftists. Mm-hmm. So there's not really a war, but I'm going to extrapolate on this a little bit. Maybe it's a little schizophrenic. Maybe it's a little conspiratorial. But I think they're planning some sort of false flag retaliatory thing. And they're going to say it's some right-winger who's mad about Charlie Kirk and they went and did something horrible. And then that'll spark like what hopefully they want is, I think what they hopefully want is a civil war.
Ooh.
Like they're hoping for that. And then I also saw the other day, there were these bomb threats at a couple of HBCUs.
Yeah, I saw that.
That smells like them planting the seed for a false flag. And if there's something were to happen in that way, it would make the right look bad and it would instantly be fighting in the streets. So keep an eye out for that.
Yeah, and even going not conspiratorial on this, I'll take the just face value side. A Republican counter-signaling us, like, at this moment for what? Because Alex Jones got rhetorical? Because Steve Bannon said we're at war, metaphorically? We are. They just killed us. They want us dead, and we watched them celebrate.
No one's saying, hey, guys, get your guns and let's meet at the town square.
Yeah.
It's nothing like that.
It's a spiritual war, and sometimes it's a gun war where you're not armed and they are, and they shoot you in the head.
Yeah. So if anyone's at war, it's like we're the victims of the war, but there was no calls to violence. But it seems like that might be the next step in their plan to destabilize the Trump second term.
Yeah, with Republicans like these, who needs liberals, right? Like,
Yeah.
This is the weak type of leadership that's. Kash Patel, why did Alex Jones and Steve Bannon say that? That's what you're wasting your fucking time on with the FBI director? You have the director of the FBI in front of you?
Yeah. And keep in mind, we're not happy with the FBI either.
Yeah, I'm just saying, but obviously one person looks bad in that exchange.
Yeah. And here's the reason I'm not happy with the FBI. Obviously, what we're being told doesn't feel like the full story. The timelines are weird. I don't fully know what happened. But they released the text exchange between Tyler Robinson and his twink lover.
Yeah.
And
Lance Triggs.
And it was kind of weird.
Yeah.
It was definitely weird. And you guys have probably seen the text, but we're going to tell you why it's weird. We have a perfect breakdown right here.
Yeah, this guy, Murray, said, I try not to be a conspiracy theorist, but I have really hard time believing in a short text exchange. The alleged shooter makes his confession, confirms location of the weapon, confirms the type of weapon, confirms it was wrapped in a towel, confirms his motive, exonerates the decoy, George Zinn, admits to the bullet engravings, confirms the wardrobe change, confirms how long he's been planning it, discloses the existence and location of a now destroyed pre-written confession note, randomly tells his boyfriend that his dad is a diehard MAGA, as if he wouldn't already know given the nature of their relationship, and is worried about his dad/grandpa being upset if he doesn't come home with a rifle, not the fact that he just used it to commit a murder. And then not to mention a 22-year-old terminally online Zoomer using phrases like squad car, drop point, swept the area, my vehicle, till I died of old age, and my old man. Sorry, I just don't believe it.
Yeah, that's not how someone who sucks a trans person talks.
Now, to be fair, I don't have a very good baseline of how those trans twink furry types text each other. I'm not in any group chats with them.
But Gen Z, they say gat, they say Riz. They don't say...
I think those are 12-year-olds. I think you're thinking of 12-year-olds.
But still, they even say weirder stuff when you're into the furry pup play shit.
For sure,
But squad car, vehicle...
Yeah, vehicle is very...
There's one vehicle was lingering.
Yeah, but there was one vehicle lingering, like he's a poet or something. I don't know.
Vehicle lingering. What are you talking about? And then I put it into AI and said, is this real? And then AI wrote this back.
This is almost certainly a fabricated chat. It has the hallmarks of staged online content, overly incriminating detail.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Inconsistent tone and unnatural dialogue flow rather than an authentic private exchange between two 22-year-olds.
Yeah.
And now the question is, if you believe it's all fake, was it all fake to give plausible deniability to the twink boyfriend who was maybe in on the planning? Or was it all fake as in planted by...
Yes. Looks like we're going to win, chat.
FBI.
Looks like we got this.
It's FBI. Hey,
FBI.
babe.
Yeah.
Hey, just drop the gun off, babe.
Yeah.
I love you. Like, it's all FBI.
Hey, fellow kids. Nothing to see here. All right. We won it, chat. That's cool. That's cool. It's been a fun deck so far. It's an interesting sealed deck. We did get a couple of... we're at 3 wins. If we get one more win, I think we almost get our... No, I think it's a little bit less than our buy-in. I think it's 2,000 gems for a sealed deck buy-in, I think. So we'll see. Maybe we'll get 4 wins, 5 wins. That'd be awesome.
Talking to themselves.
Yeah, I don't know.
And remember, the FBI...
I trend personally more towards them covering for themselves and getting the twink out of trouble.
But even if you covered for yourself, you wouldn't be that specific, and then you would never say, oh, there was a vehicle lingering.
That's true.
Or
That's
I
true.
swept the location for the squad car.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, these texts did not help anybody.
And speaking of not helping with the text, BBC Pigeon
Yeah.
even translated the text.
No be you do 'em, right? Nah, me. I dey sorry. I think say them don't catch the person.
They've made that.
Yeah, they had to. They were working hard. Typing That means one person knows English and Pidgin, and they're going back and forth.
And then the pigeon population like needs to know what's going on with this, and then they finally were able to figure it out.
Yep.
And I go back and forth when it comes to Dan Bongino and Kash Patel. I think them as people are good people. They were good podcasters. They were good right wingers. They were QAnon adjacent types, which I love.
Okay.
And then I saw this, and it says, I do kind of believe Dan Bongino was a good guy and had no idea how fucked up everything really was before he joined the government and is now just kind of trying to hold his life together.
I believe that.
I believe that a lot.
Yeah.
And I'm going to cook here for a second.
Feel free, brother.
Well, before I do, the Dan Bongino thing, I think at a certain point you get into office.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, we got to shut down the corruption. We got to do this. We got to do that. Oh, the deep state. And they just go, hey, if you do that, we're going to kill your whole family. And you go, oh.
Yep.
Well, and then you kind of
It's pretty based.
go into public areas, podcasts or hearings, and you still want to present as the guy who's trying to help. But, like, how much are you going to help when they say, oh, yeah, here's where you live, right? Oh, here's where your kid goes to school. Yeah, you should shut down the deep state.
For sure.
That's just what happens. And I think, to take it even further, same with the Israel involvement in our government. Like, everyone's mad at Trump because he's not doing enough to push back against Israel, as if there's just a button that says, hey, no more Israel involvement in our government. Everyone's cool? Okay, now we're good?
Yeah.
They'll fucking blow you up. They'll shoot you. They'll kill your family.
Yeah, maybe.
Like, you know, it's if you do what needs to be done and fix the whole deep state problem, 99.9% chance you'll get killed for it.
Okay.
So it's like you need an ultimate sacrifice mindset. And then if you're Dan Bongino and Kash Patel and you had a fun podcast and now you're kind of like in a real job,
Yeah.
maybe you just want to go
life's on the line.
Maybe you want to just go back to what you were doing.
Yeah.
I get it.
I loved Rumble. I fucking loved Rumble. I was on Rumble all day.
Yeah, and now it's like you're ruining the audience you created because you're letting everyone down. And if you don't let everyone down, you're going to get your head blown off.
Yeah. Yeah. Tough break.
It's tough. It's got to be tough. Hope everyone realizes that. Yeah. All right. I'm going to cook on this next piece. We all saw this video of the shooter running off the roof and jumping down. Nick, can you please zoom into the top right? You guys see 3 trees. 1, 2, 3. Look at that middle tree. Okay? You see that person walking from the right tree towards the middle tree?
Yeah. I see him.
After he gets to the middle tree, he disappears.
Whoa. Uh-oh.
Where did he go?
Hard right, 90-degree turn. Just completely. He did the Jason Bourne move.
Yeah. So he's going, and once he gets behind that
Interesting.
tree, he completely disappears, and he's not walking on the sidewalk anymore.
Okay.
Is this AI?
Yeah, I don't know. Add it to the questions pile.
I think it could be AI.
Okay.
I don't know.
All
What do you not? You saw that? What would you? How would you explain that?
I can't explain it. I can't explain it, and I'll give you that.
Yeah.
That's all. I'm not contributing to your schizo theories.
But you do see a guy disappear.
Yeah. The guy disappears behind the tree, and you can't see him.
From a security camera.
From a security camera, yes.
So maybe he was walking and he just stopped.
I can't explain it.
You can't explain it, and it
can't
is.
explain it.
There's questions that are still unanswered.
Questions are popping up, yeah.
Also, with this whole thing, not to get too conspiratorial either.
Giggle says, is that why Chrissy keeps doxing Tiff's kids by giving out info? Is it so he can claim people are harassing them? Yeah. Yeah, Giggles. You kind of nailed it. Yep. Yeah. I really hope that Muldrow will do some investigating. I hope that I'm going to probably go. I don't think I can do anything about it because, well, unless there's a subpoena where she has to surrender that picture that she took of me. Man, I don't know. I really want to get to the bottom of that Scooby-Doo mystery because I really do believe that there's a tie that binds between Chris Ryder, Joshua M. Ferguson, and Judy Iggen. And it could be, and perhaps there's other people that could be implicated because it's very clear to me that Judy Iggen sent that photo to, at the very least, Joshua Ferguson. If not, she has a direct connection to Christopher Ryder because they're all conspiring together. There's the collusion. There's the conspiracy, right? It's funny how Chris Ryder tends to tell on himself. Let's see. We'll give this one double strike. It's funny how he tends to tell on himself, right? All the time. Let's see. When the watcher enters, create a 3/3 villain creature for each non-land token villain you control. There's a villain. There's a superhero. That's a citizen. Let's see. Do I do this? I think I do this, chat. I think I put it on this guy here. And then I think I swing with both. So, was that Lady Imelda one of Chrissy's simps? No, I don't think so. I think the connection was to Joshua and Ferguson, because I have an audio file that I'm gonna show you guys that one of the people that works there said, well, maybe he's friends with Joshua. And she goes, oh, yeah, maybe she is. And the other lady walks away. And that's when she immediately picks up her phone and decides that she wants to take a picture. And then I'm guessing, and then she leaves a little bit later to go probably out back and do her little conspiracy shit. And then shortly after that, Chris Ryder ends up posting it eventually onto his page, right? But I think there's a thread there. I think there's a tie that binds, and I'm kind of trying to figure out what I can do here, right? What can I do to get some satisfaction, chat? I genuinely want to know. What can I do to get resolution? Because we already know. Let's go ahead and tap that. We already know that Chris Ryder has it out for me. Chris Ryder has obviously taken ill-gotten photos of me from a public official, not a public servant who worked at a city hall. Right? I'm gonna keep pulling on the string because oh shite. Well, that's cool. Okay. Well, that's cool. I can put it right on there. And I get to draw a card. Fair enough. I think there's more to this. I think there's more conspiracy to this. People that associate with Chrissy seem to either go to jail or wants to be in jail. Yeah, exactly. Giggles. I'm gonna keep pulling on this thread, chat. I don't really want to speak too much out loud about it because I don't want to tip this prick off into exactly who or what might be coming his way. That's not a threat of violence, by the way. That's a threat of stop breaking the law, asshole. Oh, don't do it, you son of a biscuit. Well played, opponent. Okay, wait, what was that? Okay. Yikes. Let's go ahead and put that down. 1 second, chat. Let me focus real quick. Yeah, I think we'll play this. I think there's more to this. I think this might actually get into something even more deep than. I think there's more to this, chat. I think there's a lot more to this. So this says exile this card from your graveyard, create 2 robot artifact creature tokens. Okay, fair enough. Exile target artifact or enchantment. None of these are artifacts or enchantments. This is... do we have any villains? I think we do this. And... this requires 2. This is pretty good. Here, we can do this. What is the meme? Stop breaking the law, asshole. Right? Yeah, exactly. Exactly, precisely. Yeah, I think we're going to do this. I think we're going to go ahead and swing. Let's go ahead and tap. Go ahead and tap this one. There we go. So he's got a block, and he's still going to take 7, right? Did he not realize that? Okay. Well, we won, chat. We got our 4 wins. Okay, sorry guys. I'm really deep in thought, and I think what I want to do is I think I'm probably going to have some conversations with. I think I'm going to start having some conversations with some other people, and I think once I get with. I think once I formulate my complaint that I'm planning on presenting to the DA, I mean some of this is tinfoil hat stuff. I mean, let's just be honest, chat. Some of it's just a little out there, crazy, like conspiracy. But you know what? Truth is always stranger than fiction.
There's a lot of theories as to who did what, where the shot came from, how many shooters there were, people were decoys, and I'm like digging into that, and I'm taking everyone seriously. I never saw the trans guy shoot anybody.
Yeah, that's fair.
He's on the roof, and then he did it, and then he disassembled his gun. We're in bonus line. We're going to go over a clip that shows you how long it takes to disassemble that
30,
exact rifle. You need 2 tools, and it takes like 3 minutes.
Yeah, and me
if
and
you're like a
Fleckus-
military guy going like this.
Yeah, and me and Fleckus differ on this in opinions. I think you're more conspiratorial brained, and you gravitate towards it, and I'm kind of more rings true to me that this guy did it, but. The texts are bad.
The texts are bad. The FBI's track record's horrible. We don't know anything about the Butler shooting.
The
COVID was a
disappearing
lie.
behind the tree man. Yeah.
9/11 was a lie. JFK is a lie. So it's like, I'm not going to start believing the
USS Liberty.
FBI all of a sudden. And also, I didn't see the guy on the roof muzzle flash shoot him.
Yeah.
No one did. So we're just saying, oh, take our word for it. He was up there. See, here he is on the roof, and the guy disappears behind the tree. What am I looking at?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I also heard, I think Alex Jones said this, that he was on the phone, on camera, on the phone right before it happened.
Yeah, I heard that too.
And then so was the guy from the Butler shooting.
Ooh.
He was also on the phone right before.
The Netanyahu live link?
I don't know what it is, but you're on the phone right before. Who are you talking to? Yeah. And then also the guy who was at Trump's golf course stationed there waiting to get him, he visited a military base multiple times in the months leading up to it.
Uh-oh.
So who's everyone on the phone with?
Yeah.
And I don't want to get too conspiratorial, but...
You do.
Imagine you're in these chats and you're like an FBI agent.
Okay.
And you're in these chats, or you're like a deep state Secret Service guy, and you go, hey, Tyler Robinson. Yeah, man, hey, I'm part of the Charlie Kirk security team, or I'm part of Trump's Secret Service detail. Hey, if you go up there, we're not going to shoot you, type thing. And then
then you do.
But then you do after they shoot and whatever. But like,
ignore that, Elizabeth. Miss Elizabeth, ignore that. Sorry, I'm just so used to going right down the list there. I do apologize. All right, let me share this real quick. All right, hold on. Let me stay focused here. If I do this, let's do that. Okay. Could have flashed that in. Probably shouldn't have done that. See, now I'm all distracted. But I did get my 4 wins, so. Send that to Lick and Killa. Haven't seen them yet. Maybe Miss Kelly's gonna be bored. Actually, is Rabbit live streaming this morning? Well, I mean, I got a live stream too, chat. So actually, Rabbit might be live streaming. I might send you guys over that way. Don't forget to hit that like button, chat. It really does help out the show. Like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. I sent that to, well, I got somebody asking a lot of questions in the chat. I mean, in my messages about the whole Joshua M. Ferguson thing. So I don't know if they're, in the, I need another. Okay. Well, I guess we'll do this and see what happens. Maybe we'll get lucky. 2 damage. Wow. I guess we'll get rid of that. That definitely helps. ahead and swing with that. Sure. And all right. What is this thing? That's a hero. I think we're gonna have to block that. Gandalf just messaged me, and he's very impressed with my sleuthing. Hold on, I feel like I'm over here juggling cats and stuff. Let's see. Yeah, we'll just say Chris's mom, actually. Chris Ryder's mom's got a lot of questions for me. And I don't know if she's listening or not, but if you tune in, I'm going to type for this. If you tune in to that link, I can more easily explain the Judy Joshua Ryder links. All right, hold on, guys. There we go. Play that video. What are we doing here? Target creature you control gets +2/+2. I think we'll do this one. Okay. Well, that's an artifact right there, so I could do this, right? Oh, I can exile that. That'll give me 2 of those things. But those aren't villains, are they? Let's do this. Let's go ahead and swing with this. Sorry, guys. I'm a little distracted right now. So, GS, if your channel isn't monetized, then it doesn't get copyright struck. I don't think it would get copyright struck, but, I mean, they can still... If you play something too long, you can get... it's like a guideline strike. But the irony of it is that Chris copyright struck me reviewing his review of my video, so I don't really fucking pardon my French. Trying to not be upset about it, but it is troubling to me how he seems to be able to get away with doing all this argy-bargy stuff. So well, hopefully we'll put an end to it eventually. So we're not gonna. Oh crap. Yeah, I'm down to 6 life. I don't think I'm going to win this one, chat. I love this card, by the way. Oh, wait, that's a different one. Okay. Oh, nice. Guess I'll put it on here. Okay, my hand. See what he has for... Oh, that's a spider. Okay. Yeah, we're definitely going to bring this one out. This one. Okay. Then we're going to cast this. We're going to bring this guy out. And can he block anything? I think we're going to say no attack for now because I think we might be kind of hurting here. The reason I ask is because Killing Time told Finkel if he was monetized, he would have to watch certain words. Yeah, you can get enough certain things that'll kind of mess you up. I don't know if that's the right way to say it, but... Okay, well, this isn't good, chat. What's up, Billy said, okay, everyone, time to chat. I've been listening, so I am one of the 17 listeners. Fair enough, fair enough. Let's do this. I guess we'll do blue. Enters tap. Go ahead and cast. Oh, wait. Oh, I already have one out. Oh, okay. Dang it. I didn't realize I had 2 of those. So if I get a confirmation that this person is in the is listening, they haven't responded yet. So, but I got a lot of things going on in my mind right now as far as like the connection of Chris Ryder to Joshua M. Ferguson to that Judy engine to who else might be involved. And I really do think that a deeper investigation needs to be made, as having been a victim of Chris Ryder's lawfare, as been having a victim of Chris Ryder's stalking and intimidation tactics and harassment and bullying. Just because I'm not afraid of Chris Ryder doesn't mean that he's not committing a crime, in my opinion. So, I mean, have I said words that are probably could be construed as probably not very polite or respectful? I think I'm just going to say good game. I think I'm done on this one, chat. We'll just call it good here. Yes. Have I said things that perhaps are unkind? Yes, absolutely. I often say unkind things. Am I proud of that? No, I wouldn't say I'm proud of it. Am I regretful? I don't know if I would say I'm regretful. What's up, Miss Anya? And saying hi to her beloved. All right, let's see what we have here, guys. For we got to go to deals. We'll go ahead and buy this and claim it. I really like the art on these. I really, really do. I think I'm going to buy this one. That's one of my favorites. And then Narset's kind of cool. Let me see if I can win some more before I go and spend any actual gems on this stuff. I don't want to open any of these up. I got the coughs really bad. Sorry, guys. Tickle in the throat. Whew. I think it looks cool. And that looks pretty cool too. I think we're going to go with that one. That one looks really cool. We'll go ahead and pick that one up first. Sure, we'll set that one to default. Nope. I don't want to open packs. All right, so we're going to do a draft here. So I'm going to go ahead and bring it back to this so I can focus during my draft. And I'll be really, really focusing on doing the draft. So I probably won't be doing a lot of chit-chatty stuff. So now I'm going to give this a shot over here and see how this works out. So basically it's a pick 2. It's a 4 instead of 8. And you pick 2 cards each round. So we'll see how this goes. So we got a remarkable readings, enchant land. Okay, that's actually pretty cool. And then we got 2 rares, guys. We got a white and a green rare. Until the end of the turn, target creature you control gains indestructible and this creature has dealt damage, but that many. Whoa. Yeah. We're definitely going to pick up 2 rares out of this. We got a chariot that we can probably hopefully wheel, but I don't know that it'll make it around. But I do like white green, maybe with a splash of blue or something. Wouldn't be bad. Secret Identity is kind of cool. Yeah, let's confirm those picks. All right, so... All right. Being in the vein of green, so we are getting a nice signal. And a lot of people don't really want to pick that. I think I might. Ooh. think I might want to see if I'm going to splash some red here, so we're going to go with that. Okay. Tap 2 untapped creatures you control. Okay. Still in the vein of green, and I rather like this one. Prime Seam Instructor is not bad. When this creature enters, create a token. Can't be blocked except cannot be blocked by more than one creature. That can be very, very handy, in my opinion. Giggle says, number 2, she is a beautiful lady that you should get to know. I'm sure you two would hit it off, possibly have some things in common. Oh. I was like, wait, aren't they already married? I'm just, sometimes I'm lost, chat. Sometimes I'm lost. Exile the top 2 cards of your library. Choose one of them until the end of the turn. You can play that card. One or 2 creatures each get first strike until the end of the turn. I think I'm going to go with that. That'll help me splash. I may pick this up in case I want to splash some blue. When this artifact, look at the top 5 cards of your library. I think I'll do that. There's a chariot. Probably not going to be playing that, but well, yeah, I guess we'll do that. Don't really have a choice on that one, so we'll get rid of that, and we'll get rid of. Probably not going to play that. Ooh, so we're still getting a reward for playing white. Costume closet's not bad. Ooh, what do we got here? Vigilance, haste, trample. Whenever he attacks, if you've cast a spell this tournament, then draw a card. That's kind of cool. Yeah, I think I'm picking that and that, chat. Let me look at a few more great cards here so I can be paying attention. Knife Trick might not be too bad. I don't know if I'm going to go that deep, though. I think I do this and this. I think I pass the green-red here. I do. I think I passed that. I think that's the right choice. I think I might not even be doing any red at all. So I might be going green-white. So we'll put this off for now. And so we might have a nice solid green-white going here. Let's go ahead and confirm that pick. Choose one. Tap target creature, untap target creature. That could be kind of interesting. Well, there's another one, so there's another reason to be splashing red, though. Then we have, whenever you cast a spell of mana 4 or greater, you may exile the top card of your library. If you do, you may play that card until you exile another card with this creature. Oh. Uh-huh. That could be very, very good, chat. I think we'll go with that. Oh, we got another rare. It's white green. We're good with that and that. There's a shock. I like the art on that, though. I think we're gonna go with that. Yep, Perilous Lunge. Yep. Oh man, this Vine Wove Chariot's really nice though. But I think, I think I go for that in that, chat. Especially if I'm gonna be doing some red. Yeah, I think we'll do that. I'm definitely not playing that. Alright, let's go first. Oh, I love this imposter syndrome too. That's like one of my favorite cards right there. Oh, wow. Too rare. I'm just going to go ahead and draft these because I don't really see anything else here that maybe with the exception of the Leyline Weaver. I'm just going to go ahead and draft these two. This Leyline Weaver is a really, really good card. Probably making a mistake here, but let's go ahead and what else? That's definitely not going to go in my deck. Haste. It's 5/4 haste. Got mayhem. I'm going to go with the Perilous Lunge and the Pigeon. This target leaves the battlefield, create a free token. We're at 20. That can go away. There we go. Definitely like the tactics. That's good too. When this creature enters, put a +1/+1 counter on each other creature you control, or yeah, I think we go with this. Oh wow. Chosen by Valgaroth. Let's see. Giant creature has. Got some combat tricks there. Are we talking about Miss Jade? I don't know if she's in the chat or not, but okay. Gotta get rid of 8 cards here, chat. You got confused when you made the Bug Bomb comment. That can go away. That can go away. Go away. So let me what was this, by the way? So we got an aura, right? And then we got this enchanted creature you control gets an enchanted creature +2 for each aura and equipment attached to it. Okay. All damage that would be dealt to you is dealt to enchanted creature instead. I gotta go let my dog out real quick, guys. She's whining. I gotta get rid of 5 more cards. Now if I got rid of all the red, chat, right? I'd be at 41, so I'd have to get rid of one thing. I mean, how many creatures is that? That's only 10 creatures. I might be screwed on this one, chat. Actually, I guess I would have to put that in. Probably get rid of. Hold on, Mama. I'll let you out in a second. Look at the top 5 cards of your library. May reveal up to 2 creature cards from among them. Put them into your hand. Put the rest in the bottom of your library in random order. Sacrifice this artifact created. Why is this such a low? Why is this such a low? I don't get it. only got 11 creatures, chat. I don't know. This might be a big L on this one here, chat. All right, I gotta go let my dog out. She's whimpering and whining, so I'm gonna leave you guys with this real quick. All right, we'll go like this.
The fact that the guy got up on the roof, took multiple shots, a couple seconds later, then gets put down. What was that? Hey, man, yeah, we're on your side. We don't like Trump either. Go up there. We're not even going to shoot you. Boom, you give it an open target. Here's the roof. Yeah. I think it's something like that.
Okay.
We're going to close this out with some info about the shooter that we probably didn't know.
Tyler Robinson's sickening porn searches revealed. Charlie Kirk shooter played furry shades of gay game. This guy's just so fun.
He's a disgusting twink. And where did it all come from? There was this photo of him posted from years ago, and I think it's from his mother.
Yes.
Almost forgot Tyler. He can be totally... Can you read it?
He can totally avoid us now that he got all the computer accessories he's been wanting, and it's like a Christmas haul. And he's got the candy cane with candy there. He's a happy little kid smiling in like a Hulk shirt.
But he's got headphones and a computer at a young age.
Locked in.
And he's locked in, and that's the big takeaway. That's where he got radicalized. That's where he found the weird porn stuff. That's how he became transgender, is because he had a computer too young and he was doing weird shit and people weren't paying attention to him.
Absolutely.
All right. That's dark, but real. That's the end of our Charlie Kirk update section. We're now moving on to our migrants section. First, we have a guy at a hearing in Dearborn, Michigan. And listen to what the mayor says to this man.
Hezbollah, bombed the embassy in Beirut, and including many Americans. So I just feel it's quite inappropriate.
You are an Islamophobe, and although you live here, I want you to know, as mayor, you are not welcome here. And the day you move out of the city will be the day that I launch a parade celebrating the fact that you moved out of the city.
So he was mad because they're naming a street after someone in Hezbollah.
Or a Hezbollah supporter, a major supporter of Hezbollah.
And then that's what the mayor says back.
Yeah.
In post 9/11 America, 24 years after 9/11, you get called an Islamophobe by a Muslim mayor who tells you that the town's better off without you.
Middle America, Dearborn, Michigan, right?
And basically what they do is they use our weak political correctness, social Marxism against us. Even though they don't believe in it, they just use it against us. You're an Islamophobe. You're a bad guy. Ruin this guy's public reputation so you can do your next phase. And before we tell you what the phases are, Hamtramck, Michigan. Remember we talked about that a few weeks ago? Look at the, what is this, the ballot for upcoming elections. Look at the, can you read all the names?
We've already covered this too. The votes just came in though. Adam Al-Harbi, Muhith Mahmood, Khan Hossan, Mr. Bangladesh, which was our favorite last time.
Oh, I remember Mr. Bangladesh.
You remember Mr. Bangladesh.
I'd vote for Mr. Bangladesh.
Chowdhury, Musa, Saeed, Fadel, Qasim, Saleh. So
the whole city is that.
0 Americans, 0 people who are on the Civil War registry, 0 people who fought at the Alamo. You know what I mean, guys?
But you're an Islamophobe.
Yeah.
And then we have the 3 phases of Muslim immigration. Phase 1, few in number, oppressed Islam. Play the victim, claim Islamophobia, more tolerant of others. Phase 2, large minority, indignant Islam, threatening, demand Sharia law, intolerant of infidels. Phase 3, clear majority, dominant Islam, militant, strict Sharia law, kill, subdue all infidels. We're at between phase 1 and 2.
If you're in Dearborn, you're in 2.
Yeah.
If you're elsewhere, you're in 1. And that's the thing, what you said, you referenced 9/11 when we had like the mandate to stamp out radical Islam. And 24 years later, they're taking over towns. They're taking over entire sections of Houston, places in Michigan. And it goes town to city to county to state to the country, you know? And so that short timeline post 9/11, your children are going to be dealing with something if we don't tamp this down sooner rather than later. And that's not even to mention like the corruption that happens or the insider deals or giving all the government contracts to your Muslim brother, right before you give him the $100,000 contract, right?
And that's what our next story is. That's exactly what happened with Omar Fattah, the guy who's running in Minneapolis. Here's that story.
New questions about politics, ethics, and a candidate for Minneapolis mayor. A KARE 11 investigation into Minnesota's troubled housing stabilization program, already exposed for widespread fraud, now reveals an unexpected connection to candidate and state senator Omar Fattah.
We did discover something raising what a legal expert labels serious ethical concerns. Senator Omar Fattah's wife was a listed owner of a housing stabilization company, even as the senator and current Minneapolis mayoral candidate himself was pushing legislation to fast-track client approvals for the taxpayer-funded program.
Senator Fattah, Senate File 2741.
You get it. We're not going to let the whole thing play. But the guy was trying to do an inside job to hook up his wife, you know?
And I think they did it, right?
Yeah.
For millions of dollars?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And he scammed him.
Yeah.
And that's the same guy who allegedly cheated in the election, remember?
And this is the type of thing that would normally disqualify you. Oh, holy shit. But Somalis don't fucking care. They're still going to vote for him 100%.
I tried.
Yeah. You caught me. Handed the cookie jar shit.
He also cheated in the election itself. Jacob Frey came out and said, like, I don't know how to say it, but I mean,
Yeah. In the Democratic primary, right?
Yeah.
Whatever, the convention that they have.
And they go, you caught me.
Yeah. So they take over. They're looking to scam. And you know what is nice is we have federal oversight of these cities and of their illegal comings and goings, right? The investigations of mayors or corruption at all is at the federal level. And I think Trump and possibly Stephen Miller, those types of guys need to be looking into this because there are cities, and they might already be. They might be building a case. We've only been in power for, 7 months now, 8 months? Actually, we're coming up on 9, right? But this is something that is under federal purview, and I'd love to see some stuff because there's fire underneath some of this smoke.
Yep. All right, let's jump over to the UK. This is a nice little section right here. This woman posted on her social media. Doesn't really matter. It's not a video of anything. It's just words over her face. And it says, can you read what it says?
Yeah, just a brown girl in the UK right now sat in the train station watching people walk by, wondering who's racist and who isn't.
Which is like we said, it's like the using our own social Marxism against us, our own political correctness against us so you can advance yourself.
Yep.
And, everyone's racist, or which of these white people, wants to push me in front of the train, as if that's who's doing it.
Yeah.
And this next girl, she actually went out to a Tommy Robinson rally to show how racist everyone is, and look what happened.
I'm going to the September 13th protest and seeing how many times I get called a nigger. Go back to Africa. Oh no. Oh no. So far I got nothing. Oh wow. Sorry. Oh, is that so? I'm heading. Am I welcome here? Of course you are. Sure? Yeah, we have New Zealand guys, we've got South Africa with us. Yeah. We've got everybody with us. Yeah. As long as you love the country, that's all we care. That's all we ask for. I love Britain! I love Trump! Yeah, I love Trump! I love Trump! I love Britain!
She loves a lot more than Trump.
Pardon?
Nothing.
What did you say?
I will give you the full moon.
She says, no racism found here. Britain is my home and you guys are my family, she says.
So when you leave the echo chamber, when you leave the MSNBC and you go actually out, everyone's really nice. They say, yeah, you're welcome here as long as you love the country.
You're welcome here, just not 10 million of you.
Don't bring your cousins. We don't need your cousins.
Not every cousin you have, please.
You might need to go back too.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, and that's a long theme that we've had. Is like these individuals can come and like you can kind of bob and weave, and yeah, that guy's cool. But when it hits critical mass, you all have to go back.
Yeah.
I can't sort through everyone and say who are the good ones, who are the bad ones. It's like the illegal immigrant class of 2023, which ruined it for the class of 08.
Yeah,
so
and that's the point.
Same principle at play.
The point is like. People justify the mass migration because the people they're mass migrating into are bad, racist colonizers, bad white people.
Yeah.
But then when you actually break that narrative like that girl did, and you realize, oh, these are people that just love Britain, this is where they're from, this is where their family's from, then it kind of like messes their game up, Because it's almost like, oh, it's justified. Bring in these migrants. We're going to colonize back. They've been colonizing for hundreds of years. Now it's time to get these bad guys to taste their own medicine, and they're not bad guys.
Yeah, and we point out a lot of the flaws in a lot of the cultures who are mass immigrating here, the Indians, how they team up, the Somalis, Muslims, Pakistani types who overtake a small city council. And most of the people, most of the rank and file guys who go to something like this, it's not about hating Somalis or hating the Pakistanis. It's about loving your country. And, you know, the empathy goes towards your countrymen and not drastically changing and experimenting with your demographics, as opposed to like, oh, I hate all Somalis. It's like, no, I don't, but stay over there, right?
Yeah.
It's love for thyself and your own countrymen as opposed to just blind hate.
Great point.
So-
But unfortunately, there is a blind hate in these countries, and it's being applied to the citizens, the people who were there historically. And it's getting to the point where there's a two-tier justice system, one for the citizens who are from Europe and from Britain, and one for the migrants. We have an example here. This cop approaches some people, and he's just trying to hear their conversation in case it might be discriminatory.
Like I say, given what I've just been told, I just
Yeah.
want to have a conversation with you about it. What have you actually been discussing? Is it like,
Are you actually serious? You're asking me what I've been discussing. Can you hear yourself? It's outrageous. Look at all the police
really
here.
are Keir Starmer's
I know,
goons,
it's
aren't you?
stormtroopers.
all I'm doing is trying to have a conversation.
No, you're trying to suppress people's freedom
You
of
are.
speech.
Trying to
You
shut us
are.
down.
It's what you're doing. You're actually a disgrace. You should start honouring your oath or
Yeah.
take that uniform off. One of the two.
So RRB type.
Bad look for all RRB types. I hope he's under distress and he doesn't want to be doing that.
So he's trying to monitor a conversation to make sure no one's being discriminatory.
Oh, mate, I'm just trying to listen in, and you have your TV license. Hopefully you aren't saying anything hateful. I'd hate to lock you up.
That's exactly it.
Yeah.
And then you have other situations here. Migrant who raped 14-year-old girl can't be deported because prison cell might be too small.
How does that even work?
That happened a few days ago. And then jail for bullish man who chanted, "Who the fuck is Allah?" during city center riot, which is probably just a protest. So you can't say that because it makes the Muslims mad.
Yeah.
So you go to jail for that,
Yeah.
but you rape a 14-year-old and, well, what's the cell like that you're going in?
Yeah, I need a 12 by 12. I can't be in an 8 by 10.
Yeah.
And this guy's a bad RRB type on the other side of the law. So there's RRB types everywhere in England.
It's not good.
Yeah.
And then we have another.
Is that not good? I like RRB types.
Well, I like them too, but I don't like what they're doing.
For sure.
You're like the
Well,
best.
this guy said, "Who the fuck is Allah?"
That's pretty
So
good.
he's good. We got one on each
Yeah,
side.
yeah,
Penalties
that's true.
offset. You reduce the fraction.
You look better than him too.
I know. These ones are bad. These ones aren't great for me.
And then we have another example here. There was an illegal immigrant from Egypt. Can you read what happened to him?
Yeah, this guy, here's the headline first, revealed Egyptian illegal migrant 42 who raped woman in Hyde Park while living in the Hilton Hotel. Turns out he's a convicted Islamic terrorist.
It's like the perfect headline.
And the details of the story are insane. The guy makes bombs in Egypt, gets caught, flees to the UK, claims political persecution. UK taxpayers pay for his hotel. UK government finds out about the bomb stuff. 17 months later, he's still here. And then he rapes a woman. So there's no like speed or alacrity in which they actually get the bad people out. Like even when they find him, he has rights, and some judge in a wig has to do 10 sessions with him over the next months. You can't just deport an Islamic bomb maker. What a country.
He's living in the hotel with tax dollars.
Yeah, bad.
Living in the Hilton Hotel. And keep in mind, too, the UK is the #1 country in the world when it comes to arrests for online social media comments. This is as of 2023.
Yeah, UK 12,000, Belarus 6,200, Germany 3,500, China. Can't forget China. Even China, who is like a clamped down tyrannical.
1,500 for like 6 billion people. That's not bad.
That's a good rate.
And the thing about UK is like the population of the UK is that little island.
Yeah.
12,000 is a lot. China has billions of people. 1,500.
Yep. So you get it.
And we're going to jump over to Australia. This woman's giving a speech at a political rally in Australia, and listen to who interrupts it.
Voting. The question isn't, does your vote count?
It doesn't because they're all fucking Indians!
It doesn't because they're all fucking Indians.
Yep.
Absolutely right.
Yep.
All right, well, that's the end of our migrant section.
Yeah. I mean, we're fighting a lot of battles on all fronts. And the West, if you don't see the West as one of your own, or the UK as a leading indicator of what could happen here, you're not paying attention, right?
Yeah.
It's universal problems facing everyone.
And keep in mind, the UK and Europe is just 5 years ahead of us.
Yeah.
If we didn't have guns, like they got rid of their guns in the 90s.
We have a slightly better constitution, like we're barely.
Yeah, so keep that in mind. All right, moving on to the final page of housekeeping where I can say whatever I want. First things first, I mentioned this in Bonus Land on Friday. Ratboy and I went to Chicago last week. Maybe it's 2 weeks ago at this point.
Yeah.
And people were like, oh, how was the food? Did you try the pizza? And I kind of want to tell you guys about my strategy when you go to a city. You pick one thing and you hammer it. I did a Reuben tour of Chicago. Got there, Reuben. Special deli, Reuben. Late night snack, Reuben. Breakfast, Reuben. Famous deli, Reuben. I just hammered the Reubens.
Yeah,
because then you go to a place. Oh, did you have the chicken wings? Oh, I didn't get that. That's what they're famous for? Oh, I got the burger. That's bad. Oh, you got this, the chicken sandwich? Oh, you should have got the French dip. That's what they're known for. Reuben. And it's just a judging of Reubens.
But
they were all good Reubens.
But ultimately, don't you run into a shit Reuben in that regard? Like
I had one Reuben that wasn't that good.
Okay.
And I had probably 5 Reubens.
All right, that's a good technique. Anything else? You want to tell them the story about what happened at Walgreens, 2 a.m. in Chicago? The Walgreens story, 2 a.m. Drinking a little bit.
Let's Mr. X.
Oh, okay.
So Mr. X, our friend, Mr. X, we were all drinking, having a fun time. Got late in the night. We went to Walgreens, me, Rapway, and Mr. X, and it's 2 a.m. and we're getting snacks and ice cream and candy and all Gatorade shit that we would like. Mr. X as well. And we get to the counter. And it's 2 a.m. And you guys know about the migrant section.
Of course.
You guys know what we do for a job.
Yeah.
So we get to the counter, and the person behind the counter is this Indian guy with headphones on, and it's 2 a.m. It's just us in the store. He's going,
He's speaking with someone.
He's speaking with someone.
In a foreign language.
Speaking Indian with someone, and we're like trying to check out, and he doesn't even look at us. He doesn't even acknowledge us. He just scans, and he's going, and he's on the phones. So Mr. X rips the biggest fart you've ever heard right in front of him.
While making eye contact. Mr. X, I can't believe he did that. And then I laughed so hard because Mr. X did something so insane and so unexpected and unlike him. But then at the end, I kind of realized, like, fair play. That's kind of allowed. When you're dealing with a migrant who's speaking a foreign language right in front of you,
you push him back.
There's kind of no social norms at work here. So yeah, farting right in front of him, Mr. X can do that.
And it's like shitting adjacent. They know all about shitting.
Yeah.
So Mr. X probably thinks it's normal.
So Mr. X was fighting back at 2 a.m. while on the Gatorade and snack run.
You're going to disrespect us? Mr. X is going to fart loud pretty much in your face.
Yeah.
That was great. Mr.
That was a
X.
very funny thing. And for someone like me who is witnessing Mr. X do this as a, non-participant, but just on the side, I really have not laughed that hard in a long time.
He was dying laughing. He couldn't believe it.
Yeah. Because who does that? But then, you were kind of right to do it, Mr. X. Nice work, Mr.
Mr. X.
Nice work, Mr. X.
The third guy. All right, let's get into our rest of our final page of housekeeping.
Okay.
There was another Utah trans person. We're going to play it in the background here. And it's like a weird trans person from Utah who's asking for the death penalty.
Yeah.
Weird freak, right?
Yeah.
And then Cassandra McDonald made a good point.
His parents lived 5 minutes from Robinson's parents, and he was found in St. George, a couple miles from Robinson's house. What is happening in Utah?
What is happening in Utah? Why so many trans in Utah?
Yeah.
And there's an explanation, maybe. Raw Egg Nationalist again.
Yeah, he said glyphosate, an endocrine disruptor, is sprayed in massive quantities in Utah, including directly into Utah Lake, which is a major water source for Salt Lake City and the surrounding area. This may be one reason why there's such a high concentration of transgenders and furries in Utah.
Makes you trans, makes you crazy.
Could be.
Endocrine disruptor makes you androgynous. It makes, if you're a man, you don't make the testosterone. If you're a girl, it makes you fucked up.
Yeah.
And when you're fucked up, what do? You find more fucked up people to relate to. And
start digging around.
And you could have just been like a normal person, take chalk.
Yeah.
And instead, you fuck yourself up and your hormones are all fucked up. And then it gets worse. And then you get trans and you take estrogen. And now you're in a community of violent people who want to shoot people.
Yeah, so it's nature. I'll call nature and nurture. Like you live in a community or modern society where you can be a woman if you're a guy, and then the nature part is they're poisoning your drinking water.
Yeah.
I call it nature because it's not.
And
exactly
it's nature
natural.
nurture, exactly, because...
But it's a two-prong. It's biological and then social.
Oh, you're feeling a little weird? What?
Yeah.
Well, you should join the group of other weirdos. And it's like you're feeling a little weird because we're pouring chemicals in the lake.
Yeah, we're all wearing these fucking fursuits and fucking each other.
Yeah.
Don't you want to jump in?
Yeah, that's what I think is happening. I think it's environmental chemical poisoning of a place like Utah, and that's probably where they try it first, and then they do it elsewhere, and they're probably doing it all over. Never drink the tap water.
Yeah, it's
stuff like that.
it's probably why wouldn't you do it in red states that you want to flip? You know,
Yeah.
if you were some evil guy.
I'm gonna look into getting a water filtration sponsor because I think we gotta be not drinking the tap water, guys.
I agree.
All right, next we have an alien update. Burkett.
Yeah.
Is it Senator Burkett?
Yeah.
He was.
I actually don't know.
Maybe it's Congressman
Tim Burchett?
Tim Burkett.
Burkett?
I think it's Burkett.
All right, whatever.
He was asked about aliens, and listen to what he said.
What if these are entities that are here on this earth, that have been on this earth, that who knows how long, and that we, you know, we think they're coming in from way out. Maybe they did millennia ago, but they're here and they're in these deep water areas, and that's why. I mean, like we say, we know more about the face of the moon than we do what's going on there. And we have a higher propensity of sightings around these 5 or 6, I believe, deep water areas. And so, to me, it just it creates a question there. And then when we have...
So we get it. Yeah. 5 to 6 deep water areas with a lot of sightings. And apparently, I looked further into this, during World War II, when the pilots were in those areas, they saw the orbs.
Oh.
And they would account it and write it down and report back, and they called them Foo Fighters. And that's where Foo Fighters, the band name, comes from.
Gotcha.
They were the unexplained orbs, and they were like, oh, you can't shoot them, and you can't track them, you can't tail them. They just go fast and all crazy. They're called Foo Fighters.
Okay.
We have an update as well from our Panama alien meteor bug thing.
Black goo, isn't this part of it?
Yeah, the black goo. It's growing. He's got it in a safe. That's smart. What's he saying?
I don't know. I couldn't hear. I wasn't paying attention. I was trying to look. Cuando llega la noche me siento tranquilo. Sé que no crecer.
So the black goo is growing. He has the right instincts by putting it in a safe. It can still get out of the safe. And then recently, I think a couple days ago, Doritos releases Stranger Things chips and a thick... Read that.
And a thick Demogorgon black garlic dip.
Sometimes I can't read, guys, and I'm just a little retarded.
Yeah.
Demogorgon?
That's like the character from the show. That's like the demon from the show, or whatever.
Which is also black goo. Yeah. And they did that by accident. I think they just picked a random thing. What should alien entities, demon things look like? Black goo, upside down world? It's black goo.
Okay.
Remember last time we said the black goo takes you over and makes you like a bad person? It's like a bizarro thing. That's what the upside down in Stranger Things was. It's black goo.
All right, all right.
Do you want to apologize?
Good point.
Do you want to?
I'm taking a different approach this time, and I'm just trying to hurry you through it. And so, yes,
Well,
if that means agreeing
help
a
me
little
just
bit.
finish this part here. Apologize to me. I'm sorry, sir. Can you just say that?
I'm sorry, sir. You were right about the black goo. And then this next video, you're really going to win over the audience with this one.
This is from Quebec, Canada. It's from years ago, but it's a video of alien body. You gotta get rid of the music, unfortunately, but spooky music.
Yeah, imagine spooky music around the alien body.
Spooky.
So yeah, this video proves it all.
What are these astronauts gonna gather around a fake alien to do a bit?
Yeah.
50 years ago, people doing bits like that?
1992?
40 years ago?
30.
These are professionals.
33.
These are like businessmen and astronauts. They went to esteemed universities.
All right. Nice job. Good job.
All right, that's the end of the final page of housekeeping. The last thing I want to show is this kid who had myofunctional work done, which is like instead of getting like your jaw realigned or getting like orthodontic surgery or braces, you just do like press points and you hold your tongue and mouth a certain way. Look at the before and after.
Yeah, 12 months of myofunctional therapy without invasive orthodontics, and it restored his skeletal structure. And he had that little recessed jaw.
Little
and those
prey
tooth-
bully kid.
Little,
Kid who gets,
beat me up. Yeah. He was prey, and then now he's Chad. He's mogging.
Now he's Chad.
Sorry, guys. Had to take a phone call there. Sorry to be gone for so long. So let's see if we can tap target creature or... Yeah, I think we'll go here. And we'll go... Let's just go ahead and swing. Man, my stomach is cramping. Guys, I'm gonna have to end here pretty soon. Because it is a beautiful day outside. It is not so insanely hot that I can't go out there and get some work done without dripping and pouring sweat. So it finally feels like fall is arriving. And I got some homestead cleaning up to do. I've been really, really slack and neglecting. And I need to clean some things out. But I really do appreciate you guys. And let's see, how much time's left on this? Maybe I'll play this a little bit. But I'm getting bubble guts too, guys. So I'm probably going to have to run to the restroom here in a minute. So, you know, that morning constipoopanal, you know what I'm saying?
He's bullying the other kids.
Which is where you want to be. You want to be bullying the other
have to
kids.
pick one.
Someone's going to get bullied, right? We're in America. But yeah, one of the biggest things to look out for your kids, make sure they're not mouth breathing. Disgusting, and it makes you...
So I am going to let you guys go, actually, because my stomach is for sure bothering me right now. So I'm probably going to have to yield this game here. But I will talk to you guys all in the next one. Take care.